Welcome to another episode of Court of Curses Iron Flower. I believe this is episode 7. Yes, it is.
Yay!
So we're going to go ahead and pick up. We are down 2 people. CapedFish is visiting family. I do not know where Void is, unfortunately.
MIA.
So, we're just going to move forward as much as we can. We've got a lot to go over today. Who wants to give me the recap?
I shall.
Go ahead.
The Veilheart spoke with Sir Elrond and learned the Metherians holding him captive were acting without official church sanction. Sir Elrond told us he would send a letter to Lord Everfrost of the Council of Sapphires seeking military aid to hold the crossroads in order to maintain its neutrality. We learned the Brass Baron is marshalling a force of over 20,000 men, with more joining his banners with each passing day. Lady Vale agreed to meet with the Brass Baron in Dukeport on Lord Ty's behalf. The Veilhearts departed the crossroads and traveled back to Flameforge Stronghold. We encountered some giant crabs dancing some sort of strange mating ritual, and found an encampment of cultists bearing golden eyes on their clothing. Miss Coffee skillfully sabotaged the camp, delaying their ritual, while we continued onwards to the estate. Lady Vale encountered some of her troops on the way back and told them to keep an eye on the encampment. We passed by the geode mine and acquired 3 stocks of infernal steel, which I find most concerning. We returned to the estate and found that the strange egg-like structure was attached to the forge. Lady Vale decided it would be best to use the machining from it to advance the estate's forge. Mr. Took and Mr. Zu'el locked themselves away in their alchemy lab and focused on their research. Meanwhile, Mr. Holdan deciphered the strange weapons we had recovered, and Miss Coffee spent time with a creature I have yet to encounter called Manymaw. Then Lady Vale and I spoke with Lord Ty regarding our successful mission to rescue Sir Elrond, and Lady Vale's pending meeting with the Brass Baron. Lord Ty is concerned by the increased Metherian presence within the Broken Oaks, and he believes that they are rallying their forces to seize Rimhir's Pass and open another front in their war to claim Mornhal. Should Mornhal fall, the Pale City will have a clear access to the west. So, Lord Ty departed personally to discover what had happened at Rimhir's Pass. Meanwhile, Lady Vale departs to Isola with her regent, whose name I shall not speak, and I set about forging armaments for the Veilhearts in preparations for the coming conflict. That's all.
All right. I have an inspiration. It was pretty good. Alrighty.
Casually passes over the fact that ye whom not be named shit in someone's food.
I don't know about that.
The stool.
He's straight shitting.
Well, if I ever replace him as a regent, I will not feel as bad now.
Good.
Okay. Alright, just doing one more thing and I'll be ready to go. Just checking some stuff here.
My next regent's gonna be a wanted criminal from Demon's Deep.
Hello. My name is Ryan Did a Bunch of Bad Shit. That's your name? Yes. Oh.
But I go by the Shaver.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, God. What do you do? I
like my dwarves hairless.
I shave dwarves. That
in the dead of night.
What a monster.
That monster, dude. Like, oh no!
You just hear the arcane razor.
The beard cleaver.
He's approaching me menacingly. Alright, let's get this out of the way.
Yes.
Probably not going to be any encounters on the rest of the water to Dukeport. It's only 2 days of sailing. But who knows? Any crazy shit like crabs? No? Any Omega
Oh.
Spoke too soon.
Oh my gosh.
Close though.
Oh.
Oh boy, that would have been. Woof.
Nasty.
Here comes the end of Vale's journey. Die at the hands of crabs.
Eaten by a fucking whale.
Well, you know what? There's two ways that story could have gone.
Good job,
Either I
Jonah.
get eaten, or I come to Dukeport riding a crab.
I'm ready to roll those dice. Are you? Let's go.
Let's go. Animal handling. Ah!
Whoa. Why do I hear 2? Oh, I have to mute this again. Hold on.
Yeah,
You're hearing it from chat room.
the audio.
Fuck, how do I mute this again? Settings? No.
In the browser?
Yeah, how do I mute browser?
Just right-click the tab and go to mute site. If you're in Chrome.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
That way, every time you open up the site on Chrome, it'll always just be muted.
It's like everything just reset for me. It's so fucking weird.
Mm.
Alright. Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go. We got some shit to do, eh?
Oh, you know why? It's probably because the address is different.
Okay, click that. That all looks good.
All right.
Here we go. And so, Vale and her regent arrive in Dukeport.
So, Jacome,
Aye.
when I meet with the Brass Baron, should I wear anything in particular?
Display your heraldry proudly. I don't know much about this man, but I do know that most humans respect ambition. So, perhaps that?
All right, fair enough.
I'll be honest, I think that you should watch him carefully. Don't give too much away. Let him make the mistakes if you get what I mean.
Yeah, of course. Fill him out first. Let him underestimate me.
Very well. And then he will put on his tabard, bearing the mark of the Veilhearts of your. Hold on, let me fucking say this. Honokajibano Yosai.
Only because I bullied him into it.
Okay, let's do this. Let me copy pasta. Let's see here. Oh fuck! Did I give you a place to meet him? I think I did. Yeah.
Yes. You in the letter it said that there was a place that we were supposed to meet, which was a neutral ground.
Yeah, the inn. I'm just.
Yeah.
I think it was. No, he would take you here. Okay. Good.
Oh my god, is he gonna wine and dine me?
One moment, please. One moment, please. Click. There we go. Okay, let's get you on the docks. Veil. Make sure you're properly sized, which you are weirdly small. Oh, let me adjust this.
Excuse me.
Oh, you were scaled down to Ivy for some reason still. Okay, now you're a normal person. Let's see
Rude.
here.
Someone clip that.
Where did I put your comb? There he is. And now I have to set this up. these boys. Okay, now everybody's a gigantic person. What the fuck?
Yay!
God.
Yay!
Hold on, I have to adjust the map. How the fuck does it... To talk to them about the grid sizes. Maybe I can figure out some way to make this... Okay, now you guys are way too massive. Gotta take it the other way. Okay, that's correct. Good. Ugh, man. And there we go. All right, good. Okay, here we go. Configure lighting. Wish I could make these default off. Configure lighting. Okay, we are good to go.
Oh. God damn it. I don't mind.
All right, you loaded? Should be.
Yes.
Okay.
That was fast.
Yes.
Good. Now let me set a little...
Wow. Everything's so proportional.
All right, you arrive on the pier and docks of Dukeport, where those seagulls are not the size of a person, nor are the pumpkins. And up ahead, you can see that there is a large contingent of soldiers standing outside the Wave-Kiss Tavern, where you suspect the Brass Baron intends for you to meet him.
All right.
Tacombe steps up next to you, and he will say, "If it be pleasing to you, milady, I'd like to lead."
By all means.
All right. In that case, Jacome will take point and will escort you to the Wave-Kiss Tavern. Up ahead, you can see these individuals. Hold on. They're not seated. I gotta put them in their seats.
Marshall, check that.
I can't see anyone. Are they ghosts? Let me perception check them. Oh my god, I actually rolled them. Wait, I wanted to comedically fail. My perception checks are like,
You
always
see
bad.
these. Around you, you can see that the pier and docks are filled with the presence of the Brass Baron's soldiers. You can see that there are regular soldiers. There are scouts mixed in around them as well. Enforcers with heavy shields. Chat should be able to see those.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Show off the art here.
Ah, nostalgia.
Okay. As you get closer...
I glare around looking for a particular unit type that I despise.
Jacome leads you to about this point when one of the soldiers will call out, "Oi! Is this one Vale? That's Lady Valeheart to you." Yeah, all right. Brass Baron's inside, waiting on you. He's cleared out the whole inn. Jacome will lead you past this fucking idiot. He'll take a moment. He'll look around. He'll open the door, holding his fist to give him a moment. Seems the place is cleared out. Do you want me by your side, milady, or shall I watch the door?
You can do as you please.
Very well.
You don't need to watch the door, in my opinion, but that's just me.
Alright, then he will stick by your side. And as you step forward, you can see that the inn is in fact been emptied out. Not a single patron can be seen. You'll see that this door is slightly open. There is the smell of delicious stew emanating and wafting outwards from it. And you will hear a man call out, "In here, Lady Vale." And so, Jacome will lead you towards the door. Oh, God. Oh, jeez.
Oh, God.
Here we go.
Oh no, he's gonna be hot. She's gonna fall in love.
He is, actually.
Don't say that.
All right, let's see here.
Poor Gabe.
Man, you guys have, like, no faith. Like, what the fuck?
Faith in who?
Like,
Me?
I don't know. Just fucking let the story happen. Jeez. Let's see here. Where did I put
I'm not saying anything.
Not you. Talking to these chuckling fucks.
Well, that's just normal.
Alright, here we go. Sorry about that. Alrighty. And as you enter through this door, Jacome will immediately move to the far table, to the chair at the further side. And at the back, Vale, you see these. 2 brass captains flank the man in the center, who looks like this.
Oh.
Take a long look at that, chat. Shout out to Waymaker.
Okay. I have to ask. Was one of the prompts Prince Charming?
No, I just said, do this. I don't really give a lot of
He's got the
instruction.
Prince Charming hair. And he's a redhead, what the fuck?
All right.
Yeah, I can be a redhead.
As you walk in, you can see that the man across the way is in masterwork plate mail, except that his left arm is made entirely out of brass. The weapons that he carries is a stately longsword, looking more ceremonial more than anything on his right side. And across his back is a massive brass hammer, the head of which is an enormous brass fist that leans against the chair. You can see that food has already been set out and drink as well. And you will see that as you approach, he will call out, "Finally, it is good to meet the noble vassal lord, to Lord Tai. Greetings, my lady. I apologize that these meager accommodations may not be worthy of one of your station, but I hope that they will suffice. I am Davian Laton. I am also known as the Brass Baron. Please, take a seat. We have much to discuss."
All these accommodations are more than perfect.
Jacome will quietly be seated next to you, constantly on watch, his hands never leaving the hilt of his weapons. The brass captains watch Jacome very carefully, their hands hovering on their weapons as well. But it seems that a tumultuous peace has fallen over the area. And as such, the brass baron will lean forward, steepling his hand over his gauntlet, and then he will begin the deliberations. What would be a good... I'm going to do... Hold on, let me find something. Let's do... This will be a good one, I think. Yeah. Let's do this one. Click this. Okay. No, sorry. I'm trying to pick the right theme. I want it to be... Man, I gotta make some more orders for radio. I need more options here. None of these really seem right. Let's go with... You know what? Fuck it. Let's do this one. We know what we're about. All right, Vale. He will begin. First, let me be the one to compliment you on your agreeing to come here. I know that there are many that may have disagreed with it, as it does put you at a disadvantage. But I thank you for giving me the chance to prove that the fears that many have accentuated towards myself are unfounded. I am hoping that you and I, on behalf of your Lord Tai, can come to an agreement on a few things. First, let us speak plainly, as I am not one that wishes to spend too much time on such vagrancies as platitudes and all of that. I intend to march to the north. This much is obvious. I have marshaled the troops to do so. I intend very much to take advantage of the coming war that Mournhowl will wage upon itself. Why? The Broken Oaks, for far too long, have been a festering wound in the continent of Corvinus, despite true fighters' attempts to tame it. It needs a proper rulership, and my people need a place to live. Therefore, I shall put my intentions on the table. I very much intend to settle the Broken Oaks and see that they are made into a proper country. I intend to see law and order return to the chaotic wilderness, and, if possible, to see that the cursed remnants of the Bound Brothers be put to silence. These are the things that I intend to do. What is Lord Tai's response to this?
Well, you see, it's quite funny, as we've already been working on doing some of that, particularly the cursed area.
Go on.
Well, I'm just going to leave it at that. I myself was part of the group that I led who dealt with the Baron, one of the brothers up there.
Yes. Yes. I had heard that they had given themselves titles. It is good to see that that is confirmed.
Well, he wasn't much of a Baron.
I see. Very well. The order of business is straightforward. Your preliminary attempts to tame the wilderness are to be commended, and if possible, reciprocated. But still, the intention remains. I have come to this meeting in the hopes that upon meeting Lord Tai's vassal, that we might come to an accord. I wish no harm upon Haikio, nor to its neighboring lands. But the Broken Oaks, it must be unwasted. It must not be wasted. I cannot foresee that there is a reason to allow this land yet to be untoiled, rekindled, rejuvenated, if you will, to its former glory. Besides, I am sure that Haikio would prefer to have an ally as strong as myself to protect its northern borders from what I predict to be the inevitable crusade that is coming our way. The Mournhalians are quite strong, and I believe that they will fight to the bitter end to protect their new king. But I have seen what the Church is capable of firsthand, and I do not think they will succeed. And if that is the case, then we will need each other. The Church may yet be tempted to take its crusade downward, to strike at the more tolerant folk, perhaps even to pierce the very misted veil that protects the far west. Who can say? And make no mistake, the Razor Cliffs will come when they are called. Their ancient treaties clear. We have an opportunity, and I wish to present it toward Lord Tai as thus. If he were to ally with me, to combine our strength and efforts, we will keep the church out of the Broken Oaks. And we will be all the stronger for it. I ask this of him because I would prefer not to have a rival on my back. But I also do not fear him. I have more men, and quite frankly, the better disposition. Not that I would insult your lord, far from it in fact, but his philosophy is one tempered with too much peace than this world requires. What do you say to that?
I think that you intend to let Mornhow fall?
I do not intend to do anything with Mornhow. It is far too distant for my men to be of any real value. And besides, until we have marshaled appropriately, I will not stretch my lines that thin.
Well, then you must know about the church's plans with the pass.
I have heard whispers, but please, do inform me of what you know.
Well, I'm sure you've been receiving reports about the lights in the sky.
All right, and it's at this point that we can start sussing out how this is going to go down. You're in here in a political sense, so you do get kind of a few bonuses to your social roles, because I know you're not a strictly social character. So, right now you act with Lord Ty's prestige, which in this case calculates to a 4. So you can add that as a bonus to any of your social roles, right? That's in addition to anything else that you might have. So, like, if you have it trained or any other bonuses and stuff like that. But specifically at this point, with this information that you have revealed, the Brass Baron's face does not change. Please make me an insight check. With a 15, his face is very stoic and reveals nothing. But the shifting of his 2 guards tell you, or at least lead you to believe, that he knows of this. Continue.
Good. Then, you also would know that the church's second in command was, at least from what we've seen, last located at the Lonely Inn.
Another insight check. Once again, the Brass Baron's face is a friendly, stone and stoic disposition. His 2 guards, however, one of them gasps slightly under his breath. It would seem that at least his immediate confidants didn't know. The Brass Baron allows you to continue.
Well, it's our position that the church is looking to flank Mornhow using the pass, leading them to a swift victory in Mornhow. Then what are you going to do when they have that as a stronghold, able to bear down onto the Broken Oaks?
I intend to strengthen my position in the Broken Oaks and make any such continuation to be too atrocious. And then gather my strength, and then decide from there, depending on the tumultuous of war. That is my intention. I will be clear. I do not like what is happening to Mornhow. In fact, I think that the church's direct interference with their legal and religious selection of their monarch to be breaking the very treaty that they had signed all those years ago. But I suppose some bureaucratic clerk must have found some loophole, or perhaps they simply do not care. I cannot say, as I do not know. But what they are doing is wrong, in my opinion. But I have no position to do anything about it, not without putting myself at too great of risk, and my people as well. But it will take them time to accomplish this, and I intend to fortify myself within the Oaks, to take control of the exits of those passes, And, more importantly, I intend to cut them off from the Razor Cliffs. Hopefully, with their lack of influence, the Razor Cliffs will be more amenable and not quite so riddled with zealotry. But these things will also take time. And the time to strike is coming soon. Alright, Vale, you got a choice here. You can make an insight check to find out which part of those statements he has the most behind, like what he based off his emphasis, or you can attempt to decipher if he actually likes what's happening in Mournhowl or not, in terms of his moral standing.
Let's go with which one he's more behind.
Go ahead. Let's see it. Okay, that's a 25.
25.
So, with a 25, it seems that the Brass Baron, it would seem that he is far more concerned with spreading out into the Broken Oaks than he is for holding the passes, leading you to believe that perhaps he doesn't see them as that valuable. Not that he'll ignore them, but it seems that his number one priority is to take the Broken Oaks themselves. And from your previous experience, before you became involved in all this, you do remember the bridges and of their importance in order to hold the Broken Oaks. So now you may make me a martial check, and maybe I can reveal a little bit more of this battle plan before you.
Oh my god.
That'll work.
No.
There you go, girl.
So, with that roll, this is what I can tell you. Now, keep in mind, some pieces I won't tell you because you just have no way of knowing them, but it's up to your intuition to try and figure out what's going on. So the first thing that you know for certain is that the Broken Oaks cannot be held without those bridges held. Mostly because the logistics that would be required in order to supply the area are too dependent on the bridges for both land travel and for guarding of any sort of river passage. So that's very important, number one. Number two, the passes themselves that lead to the mountains, specifically the Twisted Pines as well, which is the biggest one, are very important for any trade to move in and out. So it would seem that based off of the martial plan that's forming in your head, that the Brass Baron is focused on holding the Broken Oaks. And the reason for that is not so much that it is important to him, it's that the other options are less important. And that's the opening I can give you to try and figure out what's going on. To be clear, you can ask me at any time for additional clarification on anything that you might have intuited, and we can do some rolls and I can help you, since you're here by yourself and you're not necessarily a social character. But there are limits to how much help I can give you, so use them wisely.
Yes. Strange. It seems to me that you're thinking too small on this.
Make me a persuasion check from that word itself. Go ahead. And then you can continue.
Oh my god.
Good job. Okay, keep going.
You're thinking too small here. I don't really believe you that you are going to be putting your focus on protecting these passes and helping Mournhowl. Even if Mournhowl falls, if it falls too quickly, then we have a bigger problem on our hand. However, if we can delay the church, even from the inevitable, they will sustain heavy losses. And thus, pushing down into the Broken Oak itself becomes almost an impossibility for them for the time being.
The Brass Baron will consider your statement carefully. You will see that he still maintains his stony visage, his friendly face, not cracking in the slightest. but he does consider your words. I have noticed your use of the word we. Am I to take it that you are leaning towards an alliance, then?
I wouldn't go that far, but I'm not going to be coy with the fact that I'm not keen on the church. I've fought them many of times. And whether or not any of this comes to fruition between us, the church will still be a problem if they take Mornhowl.
Well said,
so
indeed.
It's a problem for both of us.
Well said. I am of agreement. And perhaps you're right. The first part of my plan is perhaps lacking in its scope. I shall be straightforward. The only capacity that we would have to challenge the church is to bait them into open warfare. Specifically, onto a battlefield of our control. It is with great misfortune that Mornhowl is in the position that it is in. I would have much rather have preferred to ally with them as an additional buffer. But if Mornhowl falls, the church, I suspect from what my spies have told me, will become far more brazen than they appear. In fact, they have already sent additional forces to attempt to choke reinforcements to Mornhowl. I have heard reports that there are church members within the Frozen Flower Inn and the Endless White therein, and from what you have just informed me, the second-in-command herself, the Maiden, has made an appearance in the Twisting Pines. I've also received word that some of the Chosen of Mytheria have also moved through the mountain passes. I suppose one would have to make considerations. My forces cannot hold both. You are correct. They cannot hold the pass, and they cannot hold the Broken Oaks. So therefore I shall choose that which benefits my people the most, and strengthens my position. There is one advantage that we have over the church. It is slow. Its bureaucracy does not allow for it to move quickly. That is the advantage that we will take full exploitation of.
Does it move slow with the maiden here herself?
The maiden is something to be concerned about. But yes, one maiden, no matter how powerful, cannot stand up to a full army. Their troops will take time to marshal properly. Besides, the church is used to being in the position of advantage, to have the upper hand. They are used to winning. And if there's one thing I'm sure of, Mornhowl will give them a run for all of their worth. And if we spend this time to strengthen our position and use Mornhowl as a worthy sacrifice, then perhaps the church may yet even be vulnerable to counterattack. Alright, make me an insight check. Alright, at this point, you start to see some of his stoic visage start to crack a little bit. You see the gleam of ambition, and you start to see why this man is dangerous. You get the feeling, Vale, that you were correct. What he told you initially was too small, because his intention was to not play his full hand. The reason why the Broken Oaks are more important is because, make me a martial check. Okay. Is because it is a required marshalling and logistical point for resupply, and to maintain a connection with the Weeping Lake and his ally in Dukeport. meaning that they can maintain the supply lines necessary to make the counterattack. If he is able to marshal his troops into a sufficient enough position that he could march on Mournhowl itself after both the defenders and attackers have been weakened, then the Jewel of the North could be taken by the Brass Baron himself. And that would make him very dangerous. Choose your next words carefully.
Strange. I don't think you understand what happens if the church can get the flank on Mournhowl. Even as proud as they are, they would fall like a deck of cards.
Now, what would I rate that as? Let's go with persuasion. You will see he once again considers your words. Indeed. What do you propose to be done about it, then?
Making sure they don't get flanked. Again, if the church wins too fast, then we have a big problem on our hands.
Agreed. But my men are in no position to stop them. What is your proposal?
Even with all your men, you don't have enough to spare?
It is not that. It is that they will not be able to marshal in time to be of any effectiveness to prevent the flank. I suppose a small contingent moving quickly, perhaps even with magical support, might be possible to reach them in time. But even then, that would be close. Make me a martial check, Vale. Oh, very good roll. So, with the amount of men that he has, even if he is efficient, it would take them at least a month, even to march there. And with how impending the attack is, by the time he got there, the advantage of him being there would have already passed. That's assuming, of course, if he marched his whole army.
Interesting. And what do you propose you're going to be able to do is fight the church and the Broken Brothers at the same time?
My intention is to marshal my troops in the Broken Oaks and claim them as my own. I suspect that the church will have the inclination to move in, and perhaps they would challenge me by myself. But if I had the backing of Haikyo, I doubt they would very much. And as for the Broken Brothers, a coalition of efforts between our two nations would see to it far easily than one alone.
What do you propose?
An alliance, as I said, a strong one. Defensive pact we'll start with, and then eventually leading on to greater trade, and perhaps then, who knows? I want to know that I will not find an eastern sword in my back. And I'm sure that your lord would also like the assurance that his fields will not be razed and ransacked in order to feed my men, which I can assure you they will not. And should the church attempt even the slightest bit to press into my territory, I shall see to them destroyed. With the backing of Haikyo, this will be far more likely to occur.
No. Words are all nice. I'm not really one for words. Is there any way we can make this alliance binding in some way?
Of course. He'll snap his gauntlet in hand, and one of his seconds will produce a long and exhaustive series of parchment paper. I have already prepared the agreement. You may, of course, look over it.
I look over it.
He brings it to you. Oh, God, reading. All right.
Nerd!
Laughs.
Oh, no.
Inspiration? Oh, jeez.
Hold on, let me wiggle on over there. Oh, let me look at this. I roll again, you're getting inspired from Ghaz.
Okay. That's fucking hilarious.
And Jacome will also look it over. Alright, Vale. As you start to read over it, you can see that the military pact does appear to be as he has said. Specifically, it is a non-aggression pact. A pact to be upkept for 5 years' time.
Curious. Only 5 years?
It is standard.
Can I insight that?
Yeah. It is. That's standard.
Alright. Well, here's my worry. You get your foothold up there, and whatever else happens, and after a while, your ambition turns to yourself.
He'll take a sort of sigh through his nose. Yes, I suppose there is a chance of that happening. I do not suspect that it will, as long as we remain cordial. But yes, there is a chance. Same could be said for your ambition to be awoken and head north, wouldn't you say?
North for what?
He will not answer that, and will just look at you, watching your reactions.
We're talking about the Broken Brothers?
He's referring to the same fear that you have of him turning south to conquer Haikyo could also be said of Haikyo attacking him in the back and taking what he has built. Essentially, he's saying that there is no guarantee once the pact is done that he won't turn and do that to you, but there's also no guarantee that you won't do it to him. A mutual understanding of mistrust in that regard to ensure peace.
See, the thing here is, it's extremely dangerous for us.
Dangerous
if your
how?
plan goes... What?
Dangerous how?
Well, if your plan that you ultimately want to pull off succeeds, it puts us in a very precarious position.
And how is it precarious for Haikyo?
Well, I mean, it'd be precarious for most of the continent if you got your hands on Mornhall.
Mornhall? I was speaking only of the Broken Oaks.
Ah. But I know that you're hoping that they are going to waste them out. Church slogs through, weak. You march on Mornhal over some altruistic reasoning of taking back the city for the people.
The Brass Baron will smile. Indeed. I'm sure it will make a fine story.
Then what's next?
Well, I suppose it depends on how long it takes me to take it.
I see.
To assuage your fears, I do not have any intention of conquering the world. Such a thing would be... It would take my whole life, even if not that much. More, perhaps. No. I shall see my people taken care of. And, if possible, to knock the Church of Mytheria down a few pegs. I have seen the way that these decadent tyrants have ran their cities. They have ran their nobility. I have seen the poor suffer far too long. I intend to do something about it, and the only way that I can be sure that it will stick and stay permanent. No insight required that he means every fucking bit of that.
Well, I can say you are as ambitious as they say.
I do not take shame in that statement. I am what I am, and I mean what I say. I wish to see the world be made a better place for my people and for those that are my allies. And I hope that we will come to an agreement. Therefore, we have made our proposal. He says that as the royal we. We have made our proposal. We shall allow you to look upon it, and we expect an answer by the morning. The inn is covered. Your food and board is covered as well. I hope you make the right decision. He'll gesture to his men. But please do note, Lady Vale, that regardless of the decision that you make here as he walks past you, I march northward regardless. And with a slight, veiled, but well-meaning threat, I suppose, he leaves and allows you time to deliberate and decide. Jacome will raise an eyebrow. Sorry I couldn't get over his stupid-ass armor.
What's stupid about it?
Why would you make half of your armor out of brass? It's a weak metal.
I know!
It's not meant for combat.
Then why make it at all? Silly humans. He quietly dwarfs in his chair.
I don't think that's a human trait. I think that's an aristocratic trait.
Well, whatever it is, it's stupid. Anyway, what are you thinking, my lady?
I don't know. I need to look over this contract from top to bottom and inside out.
I don't have much skill in the written word, but if you'll take some advice from an old soldier, maybe it might help you.
Any advice is worth my ear.
You saw his men You saw his ambition. That man's coming north whether we agree to it or not. And I do not wish to sound as if this is from a position of fear or cowardice. I would gladly face any of his men in battle. But we must also be prudent. Courage is tempered by wisdom. This man also does not appear to be our enemy. True, he may become our enemy. But there is something to be said about having him allied with us. The closer we get to him, the more that we can know of him. And perhaps find weaknesses. I believe we should not deny him. At least, we should accept his terms with conditions. The man also seems to be quite wealthy. Perhaps you can make quite a few stipends for Haikyo, and putting us in an even better position. That ambition can be his weakness. That means he wants it. He wants it perhaps more than he should. Use it against him. At the very least, we should try to get as much as we can. That is what I think.
You know what they say. If you want the front lawn, ask for the house.
Aye. No insight required. He's never heard that before. He's a dwarf.
I don't think anyone has.
We don't have lawns in the mountain. What are you talking about?
He doesn't want to be embarrassed, so he just nods.
And what I'm saying is, if you want the whole feast, you
Gotta buy a
ask for the
plate.
inn. No.
Oh.
You bargain for the inn, and you settle on the feast.
Oh, I see.
Yes. You ask for more than you can chew, and when you back off to what you want, it seems like you both came to an agreement and both parties are happy.
Ah, yes. You mean bartering. And bargaining.
Yes.
Good. Good. He's not trained in merchants. He doesn't know what that is, really. He knows it's a thing you do at the market. That's what experts are for.
Yes.
He's really good at making other people do their jobs.
And making other people die in
That too.
combat.
He does kill them. Like a lot.
Now let's take a look at this contract, see what else is hidden in here.
Alright, give me a calligraphy check. Let's see what,
Calligraphy
or scribe,
check.
excuse me, scribe. Let's see what you got.
D20 plus 6.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Woo-wee!
That's good
Holy
stuff.
shit.
Plus 4 from your prestige bonus.
Plus 4, 30.
Yeah. All right. So now I'm gonna
Holy.
So now I'm just gonna tell you straight up. The Brass Baron does not intend to attack Haikyo. But the stipulations that he has made means that Haikyo will be put in a position. Here, let me just show you. Here, let me do this.
Yay!
You made it to 30, so
I mean,
let me roll out the fucking map. Let me show you what he's up to.
man, dude. I'm so happy my rolls were good.
Okay, so here's the thing. This is the Brass Baron's estate. He's going to conquer all this and all this right here.
Hold. Okay.
Oh, do you see
So,
my arrow? Okay.
Yeah, and now I see it.
He's
yes.
going to conquer all this, and then all this up here, and then eventually all of this. So let's
Yes.
presume he pulls that off. All right, this
Yes.
is his, and all this is his right here. The problem is that now Haikyo has no access to trade with the rest of Corvinus, and Isola is an ally of the Brass Baron.
Mm-hmm.
So, even though you have some wiggle room here, like you're not completely cut off, even your easiest access point to the east is Isola, who is an ally of the Brass Baron. Which means that Haikyo will be forced, if this goes badly, to have to trade with the West, which puts them in all kinds of awkward positions of not being able to be neutral in the bigger war between ideologies. So, the Brass Baron's intention is that by guaranteeing Haikyo will not be attacked and potentially conquered, he is able to take this and then put Haikyo in, as the contracts show, a disadvantageous position to trade. Now, you can see that stipulations and suggestions to tariffs and things like that state, to some degree, that Haikyo will be treated fairly, but the reason we're having a discussion is because we're talking about leverage.
Yes.
And most certainly the Brass Baron would have quite a bit of leverage in this position.
Yes.
So, that is his intention, is that by making sure Haikyo doesn't attack him in the back, he will move up here, conquer this, and then use all of this land to create an infrastructure. This long sort of snake-like land right here. And then you can also see that there are several stipulations that he does intend to rejuvenate the Broken Oaks, and that there are even suggestions that trade could be arranged for lumber and sawdust and all kinds of stuff like that. Now, what's interesting, and this might be your point of contention here, or rather your how would I say this? Your leverage, right, is that Demon's Deep is not a direct ally of the Brass Baron. It is neutral. Mm-hmm. So, with the two of you on his flank, the best opportunity you could have to put Haikyo in a better position is to allow the continued trade between Demon's Deep and Haikyo as a stipulation. I will tell you that's one possible condition, because Demon's Deep is still a potent political entity, and you don't think that the Brass Baron would go against them directly, because if he hasn't been able to secure a full alliance, then that means that they have been dealing with him pretty hard. But they also are neutral. And also remember that the dwarves are focused on the mountains of killing all these demons that come through the bridge. So this shit is beneath them, pretty much. You know, they only have to deal with it because they have to. So that's something to keep in mind from that. But with a 30 on your check, he does intend to put himself in an advantageous position, which is obvious. As to how he is treating Haikyo legally, he is treating them as a trade partner, a military partner, but a weaker one, that he intends to keep that way. Anyway, there you go. So that's your key point. That's your leverage, is that he doesn't have Demon's Deep on his side, at least not fully. So I'll give you some time to come up with a counter offer. This is also going to be one of those things that's more open-ended. Like, if you want to do something, you just write it up and tell me, right?
Yes.
So I will go to the bathroom. What you think?
Oh.
You can also talk to your party as well.
Yay!
Status report.
We keep the
Can
crossroad.
we
He gives us lets us get the Broken Brothers, and we get to keep trade with Demon's Deep without his intervention.
Can we have the map up?
You can go to the map yourself if you want.
Oh yeah, sure.
So
I agree with Holdan.
my thoughts are this. Secured trade between Demon's Deep and Haikyo. And in return, we tackle the Broken Brothers problem.
Yes.
And we could also offer trade of armaments for him.
Yes. if he agrees to allow the crossroads to maintain a neutral blah 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 under Elrond.
If we can take the Broken Brothers for ourselves and let the Baron just take everything else, that'll be fine too.
Because the crossroads can act as a neutral ground between all parties where nobody has any distinct say. The Broken Brothers will become our quarry because we were already planning on doing it, so we don't lose that. And then he can have the Broken Oaks as long as he doesn't interfere with any trades going between Demon's Deep and Haikyo that would go through the crossroads because it's neutral territory.
And from the Broken Brothers.
He will be able to, move his troops freely through the crossroads and maintain his supply chains because it is a neutral ground and not something that will be, marshaled in any capacity that isn't, I guess, necessary. I don't know what the term would be. It's like, nobody controls the marshaling of the people there. It's a neutral zone where everyone can do whatever the hell they want as long as nobody's being a dick.
No man's land.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, pretty much. And then to sweeten the deal, yes, you could do we have access to production. I wouldn't say any more than that. But be like, we have an awesome craftsman who can provide gear for your people.
For a cost.
Yeah. For trade costs and stuff, but he can basically have 2 sections of area that he owns with neutral ground between it that acts as a trade hub and all that. We get to maintain our connections with Demon Deep without any of this tariff bullshit, and he lets the Broken Brothers go to us. And then you could put in a stipulation, if we all die and we're not done finishing out the Broken Brothers in X amount of time, then yeah, sure, he can have it. If we're dead, it doesn't matter.
I would omit that.
Yeah.
Look, that's up to her, whatever she wants to use for leverage.
Because if you put that stipulation in, he might just try to kill us.
Yeah, I don't like that stipulation.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Because it makes sure that if we're in charge of taking down the Broken Brothers, and he doesn't have to focus on them, he can more focus on the crossroads between the Razor Cliff and the Twisting Pines, and does whatever he does. So he has more focus on that, and not
also increase the nap to 10 years.
It would also be a waste of him to dedicate resources to the Broken Brothers because he doesn't have a way of entering without getting cursed and killed.
Yeah, that and well, I guess I don't know if he knows. I don't know if he knows that the Broken Brothers are upping their industry.
He does not, because no one has told him that.
Yeah. So you could always just put in that information.
Yes. I didn't want to tell them.
Yeah,
this would be the big 2, because if this stays neutral, that means we get to keep our trade route irregardless. So we don't even have to necessarily bring that up as a direct contention, as long as the crossroads remains that neutral area, because the trade will come from the crossroads through Demon's Deep. So we'd really just need the stipulation for the Broken Brothers, and then the crossroads, which, like Taz said, us dealing with the Broken Brothers gives him the freedom to do whatever the hell he wants up in these areas, not have to worry about this crap. We agreed and, not be attacking him, and he doesn't attack us. We maybe expand our lands when we get all this, but he's going to be in the same position, kind of, where he's kind of all on our side, but because of this neutral zone, it's not a full lockout, basically.
Yeah, and for the Broken Brothers, if we can take that area, we can marshal up our forces to be a bigger player, so that if he does do anything that if he does anything we don't like, we have more military power to put him in a pickle.
And then other trade stuff, that'd just be the normal agreement stuff. It's like, yes, if we're sending anything through your territory, we'll give you the 5% or whatever the hell, and he'll have 2 areas that'll apply to, because if we send anything to Mournhow, if it survives, or to the Razor Cliffs, we will be going through his territory. It just won't be completely locked down at this point, and we'll have some freedom to move here.
Yeah, because as much as I want to go against the Baron, we can't go against the Baron and the Church at the same time either. So
The devil you know.
yeah.
Now, we could also make the Baron some pretty, interesting armaments that they don't know has demon stuff in it. And then we can snitch to him on the Church, and then the Church will be like, heresy!
Not the Church. You snitch him to Demon's Deep, and then you backstab him.
Oh, Demon's Deep wouldn't like if they were using demon armor?
No.
Oh.
Now that I think about it, if we just have the Broken Brothers, we'll still be a smaller player than the Brass Baron.
Well,
I was going to say, most of the continent is a smaller player than the Brass Baron.
I think his read is he wants all of it.
Yeah,
he does.
exactly. Or at least most of it.
Everything east of the mountains.
Like, he's going to go for it eventually. It comes down to how long can we stave him off, and if we can fortify ourselves before that becomes an issue we have to deal with.
Butter him up about giving us an inch so he can take the mile of Mournhall.
Yeah, that's why we're taking the crossroads, and he can have Mournhall.
Yeah. We don't give 2 shits what he does up here. He can take the Twisting Pines, he can take Mournhow, he could go straight into the goddamn Pale City for all I give a shit.
How about we don't just take the Broken Brothers, but we also take the Broken Oaks, and he takes Twisting Pine and the King's Rest.
No.
Okay, good thing you're not here. Holy moly, dude.
You take the crossroads, you fortify it, then you can cut off his supply line if war comes, so that he's separated from the Broken Oaks, from his, headquarters.
Yeah, that is true. Although it's not going to beat the Brass Baron, but also Isola that we're going to go up against if we go directly against the Brass Baron. So that's going to be tough too. Unless if we can also get allies from the west, then having the Broken Brothers would be fine as well.
You're right, Void.
Yeah.
Keep it neutral, but we just need to make sure he doesn't take it.
That also means that we have to be strong enough to not let him take it, or at least not to consider taking it. Like Ty said, the Shadow and the Blade thing that he said before. This is tough.
I mean, does he know that there's trade between Demon's Deep and Hikyo? If he doesn't, you could just threaten him with that and be like, if you disrupt
I
that
don't think
neutrality.
he knows anything about us being allied with Demon's Deep.
Well, it's a card to play, even if you don't want to.
Oh no, I plan on playing
I'd
it.
say
I
that's
didn't
the
want to
last
play
pitch
it.
after.
I didn't want to play it in our first talk.
Yeah. But if you
just
you could threaten him with that, being like, if you disrupt the crossroads and the neutrality of it, then you will upset both Hikyo and Demon's Deep.
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, Void. Which makes it so that our efforts to save Elrond wasn't a waste of time.
We could have just killed him.
Well, the important thing is that maybe we can use that as even more of a reason for him to keep it neutral. If the crossroads are under Elrond's quote-unquote rule, or his banner, if you will, it's harder for him to try to mess with such a famous head of influence.
He probably doesn't know Elrond is there yet.
But it could be proposed it'd be more lucrative for all parties involved if we let Elrond control both posts.
And the Lunlian?
Yes.
I don't see why not.
Oh,
He doesn't have to worry about us stabbing him in the dick. And he gets to work as intended and not suffer so much tax. Win-win-win.
What do we have in the south?
Now,
Isola.
Yeah.
Twilight Hills. Fira.
I guess after,
Misty Vale.
I suppose after you make the deal, you might want to consider sending envoys to the south to try and, aside from going to Isola, I mean, just people from, let's say, Misty Valley, because there's they can make trade by ships. Possibly for hilly locks, maybe.
It's
might
always
be from
solo
there.
control.
Oh. Okay. Then I guess you'd have to like really go hardcore on sending envoys to my soul. Because I think the critical player here, even though they might not be as big as the Brass Baron or maybe as ambitious either, Isola is still like a critical piece on the board. So if we can't get Isola to be our ally as well,
I mean, they are an ally of Lord Tai, but they're a stronger ally of the Brass Baron.
yeah, that's
They're
what I
not
mean.
a chip we can really play. There's
Yeah,
a
no,
reason.
I know. All I'm saying is to increase favorability with Isola.
He's saying so in case there is a war between Hikyo
Yeah.
and the Brass Baron, Isola will take a neutral stance and not participate on either side.
and we can
Exactly.
do that also through trade and a variety of other things to grease the palms, if you will. But we need to focus on. You were saying?
Glass City as a trade partner.
I humbly agree for my unbiased opinions, but it still stands. The two waypoints must be neutral. If they are not, hell is going to break loose and Stabby McStabberton will come out for everyone.
Yeah, but if we make the nap 10 years, we don't got to worry about that shit.
That is dangerous. Even 5 years feels like a stretch for his ambition.
I wouldn't put it past him to break his own word if it benefited him.
I mean, he is ambitious.
Yeah, but see, then
Contracts.
you show that to Demons Deep and Isola and be like, look, he's going against his word. Demons
Yeah.
Deep will hate
Politically,
us, and
it's
Isola would be like,
incredibly detrimental to go against contracts and pact agreements, because when it comes to the table with someone else in the future, they're gonna know that he's no longer worth his word.
You're right, but if he does it after he already takes Mornhowl and possibly is encroaching on the Pale City, if he has all the power in the world, who are you to stop him?
Yeah.
Exactly.
people with better weapons.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Go for it.
I'll blow him up. I'll do it.
All right, are
I
you
know
ready?
you would.
I don't think I'm ever gonna be ready.
Well, take your time.
Ready as you'll ever be.
All
you
right,
are.
I'll see you guys next month.
Okay. Well, so while she's suffering for the next month, does that mean that we get to do a ridiculous amount of downtime to spare your sanity?
Well,
Yay!
I can go do their downtime and give you more time to deal with it, so we can do that real quick.
Yeah, I'm just gonna type up a few things.
Copy that.
Do the skibbity bow. All right, let me go back to. Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
Yeehaw!
Holdan,
Yo.
I have something to tell you.
Okay.
One day when you go into the hole, you find a letter waiting for you.
Oh boy.
Would you like to read
What's
that
the letter
letter?
say? Yeah.
You could see that there's a small satchel of equipment, and the letter that says, "Oi, Holdan! It's been a real blast working alongside you, but I've been called to other places. I need to attend to family matters. Please keep an eye on things. Rhea."
No!
Oh,
What was the stuff that
I
was left?
see what's happening.
His gear.
Oh, okay. Oh. Well, now that I've got a letter, that reminds me. Holden, do we have our own mail guy? Do we have a courier? That's what they're called?
Yeah, you have a courier. He works for
Okay.
Lord Ty, but yeah.
Okay. Well, Holden is going to go give him a letter, and I will do that. And I'm going to send out that letter. Oh boy!
Oh boy.
Oh, now I have 3.
Hey, if you want, yeah, you can take it. I mean, we actually have a spare one in the in our inventory.
Alright, well now I have 3
party
certificates.
rations.
Well, that can just go into the thing. Because that's travel food.
Yeah, hand axe, light axe, and that's it.
Holden hops into the forge.
Yeah.
It's a bit hot there, lad.
Bro, what?
Oh, he's dead.
Oh god, he dies. Oh shit.
Alright, who are you playing
Forged
next?
himself.
He went out the way he wanted to.
On fire?
Naked and alone.
One with the forge.
Part of the forge, part of the crew.
I was just gonna say that. Alright,
Return to stone and
I-
fire.
interesting.
Okay, so let's go ahead and handle that downtime. Well, skibidi bop bo bebo bow bow, smack back slap my own ass. Nickelodeon. God, where did I put your shit? There we go. Fire Anvil Fortress. There we go.
Yes.
Fire Anvil Fortress. 30 days.
No, Kojima knows outside.
Come here, become on the side. Okay, that's right. We're on day 14.
Day 14.
Yeah.
All right, let's pick it up.
My next work order.
What is it going to be?
Could I know the ETA on how long it would take to craft the following things?
Oh, you got a list for me? Let me look.
Yeah. Masterwork splint.
Just
Masterwork studded leather.
Just paste it, bro.
All right. We'll repaste it in notes.
Oh, is it in notes? I can just go look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Scrolling up, looking.
No, I'll repaste it.
Here we go. Masterwork splint, anointed and padded and firefloxed. That's a Firefox. What a great
Is it the right
internet
slots?
Mm-hmm.
Are those the right slot counts?
I'm looking. So
Because
far,
I'm
yes.
assuming. I could probably put something else on the studded leather. I don't know what else is available for
All
that.
right, that looks good to me. And you want to know how long it'll take for each of them?
Yes, sir.
Masterwork Splint Tier 4 is going to take you... Well, what's your skill level?
4?
Plus 4 trained?
Oh, do you mean my smithing tools?
What's your modifier for smithing tools, buddy boy?
Plus 6.
Plus 6, he says. Okay, let's see. Let's see, you have workshop, you have machinery.
Yep.
So, that'll put you at... see, heavy armor, 3 days, light armor, 1 day, plate, 4
That
days,
thing's sick.
Heavy shield, 3 days. Did you get all that?
Yeah.
Okay.
7, 10, 11.
11
Yeah, that's
days
fucking-
to complete all your orders.
I'll do all that, but I'll probably want to ask Coffee what else she wants on her studded leather. But that's it.
What do you want to do for the first day? Because I'm about to move the days forward.
First day, let's just do the studded leather because that's 1 day.
You got it.
So it's silvered, anointed, and one other slot? Is silver 2 slots?
Silvered is 2 slots.
Okay, what costs 1?
Hold on, let me go fucking open my shit up.
Thank you.
Leave it open.
Leave it open. Give it to me now.
Give it to him.
Well, the last was denied a golem, so I told her I'd make her some armor.
Let's see. You've got Spiked, Herald, Thunder, Frost, Fire, Fluxed, Padded, Anointed.
That all costs 1?
Oh, sorry. No. Sorry.
Yeah.
Padded and Anointed cost 1. Fire, Fluxed, Herald, and Spiked are 2.
All right. What's Herald?
Herald affects bard shit.
Oh. Do you want that?
Wait a minute.
Would you rather have that than silvered coffee?
What does it do specifically for the bard shit?
Specifically, hold on.
Get some poop freely.
No.
Yeah, it lets
I'd
you
say
shit.
silvered and Herald.
It lets
Shit
you,
while flying.
just lets you shit like everywhere.
God damn it, Harold!
You can
Doesn't-
you gain +5 accuracy on a shit shit attack.
You just
There
start.
you go.
Say, does it come with a pack of cigarettes and lack of will to live? All right, go on.
It comes. Let's see here. I think I actually changed this from before. Let me double check.
Oh no. Shit.
It'd probably
There's also-
be Herald and anointed then, and not silvered.
No, I'd go silvered and heralded. Anointed on a light armor is not really.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess you're right. Silvered Herald. Let's lock that
anointed
in.
would be dead in 2 hits.
Yeah, I think silver
Oh,
Herald is
man,
probably the best.
Still traumatized, much crispy, rubs ribs. Ow.
Hey, listen. You survived that hit. Ivy would have been toast.
Oh, Herald Armor gives you an additional use of your inspiration.
That's great.
I will take it.
Oh my god.
Big yoinks.
Another, it's another Ninja Cookie Star slot. Hell yes. All right, let's make this work.
Oh, we get extra cookies? Yeah.
Extra cookies.
That's wild.
Or mochi bombs.
Okay, so that's what you're working on?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me open the other fucking thing. Alright, you're doing that. That's going to take you a day. Holdan continues his research on the Rexus weapon, like some kind of gremlin. Zu'el and Took finish their Arcadum Cursed Blood research.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh no.
Give it to me.
Can't you just say they failed and have the other restart? Kind of like.
You know
kind of
what?
like making-
Yeah, I can do that. You guys get nothing. I'm just like, what?
No.
What the fuck?
Slides.
I need to rip
flying
magic
out
out of people.
No, check your PayPal, Arcadum.
Put your pickle.
Alright, let's see.
Caped would win that war with Necro.
Oh shit! Yeah, never mind.
I love that.
I'm going up against the Brass Baron.
He's not the brass baron, he's the fish baron. That's even more dangerous.
Man, imagine if they're like Vale and the Brass Baron are distant cousins.
You know what I just realized? Brass Baron's
Both
like
gingers.
Brass Baron's like Kaiba in this fucking world right now.
Oh no.
Wait,
Fuck
You
the
give-
Does he have a little brother that we could totally use to hold his leverage over him?
Mokuba?
Fuck the rules. I have
Yeah.
money.
oh my god, I will marry
Big
him.
brother, they're here. They're here.
Who's Kaiba?
Killing me, Smalls.
Is it time for my mother truck and cameo?
Did he just fucking say who's Kaiba?
Yes,
I mean, it
he
sounds
did.
familiar.
Ignore him.
Listen,
He's doing it on
sounds
purpose.
Listen to me, Nino.
No.
Oh god.
He knows
tried
who
to save
Kaiba
you.
is.
I tried to save him.
No,
Just give me
it's-
the name
no,
and I might remember.
no mames es Yu-Gi-Oh.
Wait.
No,
Tuki,
Mama says
Oh.
if you don't remember, you don't get the Oddkana stuff. Quick.
All right, Took, open your fucking ear holes. Are you ready?
No, okay.
absolutely not.
Give it to me. Give it to me, Arcade.
Okay, please don't say that anymore.
Clip.
What the fuck, dude?
You know,
Like,
honestly,
you know these are
I'm,
streamed, right? Somebody's gonna clip that shit.
I'm proud that you ended it with Arcadum and not what I thought you were going to end it with.
Daddy Harder?
Dungeon Daddy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, if you could shut up, please. Okay, let me go fucking find him. All right. Here's what you know. The research of the blood has revealed the next step in this intricate puzzle. Hold on, let me double check this. Okay. Oh man, this is wild. All of the different examples of research that deal with cursed blood seem to signify the same mana signature, meaning that all of those afflicted with sorcerous blood come from the same ley line. Which would indicate that there is a source.
Huh.
That's crazy.
Find your lack of excitement to be very disturbing. That's a very
No,
big
I'm
fact.
actually super excited.
No, I'm just.
I was muted.
That was me taking notes.
A sorcerer.
Like-
Wait, taking notes?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm gonna go back and like watch the VOD again. But
I typed it for you in notes, buddy.
oh my gosh, thank you. That is so much more than I wrote.
Oh my god, he's getting
Pegasus.
emotional, dude. Taz's fucking facade is
Some
finally
notes,
dropping, dude. Yeah, I knew he was a person, Vale. I knew he was a person. I told you.
The notes.
That's what does it, really?
The amount
Alright,
of words.
I'm done with this campaign, I quit.
All right.
The
Cool.
amount of the words I put in notes is exactly 6 words. So
Yes, as I
Look,
suspected.
I can't say shit about that because when I was taking notes early on, I wasn't much better. I did better than 6. I got a paragraph.
Yo, fucking Ghaz is just stupid. I hate it. Makes
Built
me feel
different.
self-conscious.
He's got them crack fingers. He's got like 600, WPM.
I wish I was like Lolly.
I'm built different.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
lot of people wish they were like Wally.
Yeah, I wish I had her feet.
Heyo.
Ugh.
Yeah,
I just
they're
was
hot.
just gonna appreciate her beautiful personality. I'm
Those
cutting
are
mine.
toes.
All right,
You
cool.
could suck.
Okay, whatever gets you all, sweet pea. Let's get back to pancaking. All right, so
Oh,
source
pancaking.
indicating okay, a sorcerer joke. All the terrible sorcerer jokes and the ley line brothel jokes are not stopping in my head. Please continue, Arcadum.
True.
Anyway.
Brothel's called the ley line. The fact that it indicates that there's this source from a ley line.
Yeah, is it from the laid lines?
No.
No.
Is it all the sexual energy that goes in there is producing sorcerers?
Swear to God.
Magic seed.
I brought this on ourselves.
Anyway.
that's where sexual healing comes from.
Oh my,
Run,
oh my
run.
fucking god, dude! I need to start killing people.
Run!
Do you want to do something else, Took? Zu'el has already
Oh,
said.
they did.
Zu'el has already said that he would like to assist you with your research. So, what would you like to do?
So I haven't completed the research yet. Like
You got to the next step.
removal.
You're at the next step of the. I'm gonna. Do you know how research works?
No.
Attention. Do you know how research works? Do you know how research?
I have a good example. This is like learning addition and then being like, I know all of math. And then you go, wait, there's subtraction also?
Taz.
What's
Research the source.
You
Which-
could research
which
the.
ley line it is.
You could research the source. It's such a huge deal. Fucking just. I'm sorry. It did not give you a +1 to your piss, fucking wizard. Fucking just. Oh my god, dude.
What was
Hey,
Yeah. You're
I'm
welcome.
a great wizard.
Doesn't
okay?
give you +1 to pissing, and he's like, "Oh, I just don't understand."
honestly, You're the second best wizard on Corvallis. That's in a stream game.
Hell yeah.
Killing me, Smalls.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get mad there. I just got a little
No, it was just
heated because of the tookness. Yeah.
He's just like, I thought it would give me. You thought what? You don't know. You researched it. I tell you what it says. Now,
I think it's funny that
do you want to research the goddamn source or not?
It depends. Would I be able to research how to take magic out of someone?
He's building to that, buddy. You gotta trust him.
Sweetheart, that's step 5. You're on step 2. You gotta get 3 and 4 first.
All right, I'm gonna try my best.
Fine.
All right, no. I want you to understand. Come here. Come closer. Lean in.
I'm so close right now. Come so close.
All right, here we go.
So, you want to take magic out of someone, right?
Uh-huh.
So you learn to do that by learning how it got in there in the first place. And while you're doing that, you might discover the fucking source of sorcerers. Do you want to be a scientist or not, you fucking orc?
Yes, I do.
Okay then, Jesus Christ! I'm trying to give you something to do. Like,
Clip that, please.
the blood mage died, and this is who's taking up and is going to complete his research.
Oh yeah.
True.
I'm so glad it's Took and not Coffee.
very few times.
The sad thing is, Took's actually gonna pull it off in a couple months. Who knows how long that fuck was working with killing people and getting up and not getting anywhere. That's the sad part.
Like this
I
is
want someone to resurrect the blood mage, just for him to find out.
Speak with dead.
Okay.
It's just a final fuck you.
I'll go for the source. Yeah.
Okay.
I will tell you, it's all good-spirited frustration, but this is how I feel sometimes. I just want you to look in general chat. This is how I feel sometimes.
Is there a gif, a clip,
Yes,
a cry?
There's a
Yeah.
GIF.
There's a reason we couldn't trade Took to Sins of the Father.
Okay, please continue, Took. You may now speak to me.
Okay. So I will research the source.
Wow, really?
Before that, I'm gonna send a letter to his family.
To the Blood Mage's family?
No, to Took's family.
His own family.
Oh, the way he said that sounded like he was referencing someone else.
Because he never sent a single letter all this time.
Okay, well, write it up and send it to me, and I'll see what I can do with it.
Okay.
Nothing.
I don't know why I'm so frustrated with it.
It's fucking.
It's just, I don't know. He's got.
It's part Taz and part intentional on his part.
Took has hit that one little space in my armor of patience that's just like, I'm gonna fucking choke you to death. I'm just gonna fucking do it, dude.
Fucking do it. I'll watch.
All right.
The
Hell,
scientific
the
term
rest
for
is
that is
ass.
asphyxiation, by the way.
Asphyxiation. Yeah. Do it.
So next.
All right. Oh, hold on. I'm still. Hold on.
This is the leading scientist on Corvallis.
He is.
Coffee's got backlog from last episode.
No wonder why Corvallis is such a backwatered place.
Why would you lie to his face like that? My God.
Oh my god, dude.
All right. Are you ready?
He's
Took?
trying.
Maybe.
All right, Took. It is going to take you 20 days to research the source.
Okay.
That's with Zu'el helping you.
Whew, damn. Okay.
Okay.
Wow, you have an assistant and all that?
All right. The next day. Day 16.
Thank you.
Holdan continues researching the sick-ass Rexus weapons. Zu'el continues researching the fucking source of the sorcerers. Boldrum does... Which one?
What was Coffee up to?
I don't know. What is she? She was taming. That's what I have written here.
All right.
Yes.
I'll start the splint next.
Okay.
What's Holden doing?
Research Rexus weapons.
Oh. 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 Oh.
Maybe.
You know, I remember a conversation we had, Arcadum, where you were talking about how no one does crafting.
They don't. I give them all shit, and they just don't do anything with it. I don't know. They get mad. They're like, this isn't a +1 to my cast piss.
You mean I'm crafting so much?
I mean, yeah.
This is
I came into this with a crafting character.
all right. I'm going to the next.
COC
day.
is actually just the, the court of crafting.
All right, that is a sufficient amount of time. Coffee, I have wonderful news.
Mm-hmm.
Medimaw has grown to the next step of his relationship with you.
Oh.
Toddler.
Hooray!
No longer baby.
How does that work?
It means he can take on more complex commands, such as do not eat those people.
Do not eat your father figure. Or Jacob.
See?
Or the other idiots under my
Of course
protection.
he wouldn't have. He wouldn't eat me.
You see? That's why it's important. All right. Splint mail's done. What's next, Boldrum?
The plate.
Plate mail. Masterwork plate mail. Hey, Holdan. Guess what?
I get alien guns. Yay!
Oh,
Finished your research.
I have a question.
What's up?
Was the dwarven crafting book left behind?
Oh, Ray has a book from like episode 1 that he never only
Yeah.
read once.
I'm gonna say he made a copy of that
All right, that's fair.
because I think that was pretty important to his character. I don't think he left without it.
I wouldn't say important.
Look, man, just fucking. Okay. Researching the Rexus Federation.
I will add that to our loot.
All right. Where are you, Billy?
In the forge.
Come here. Okay, so I do not wish to kick him from the game. What the fuck?
Mr. Holden, no.
All right, so this is. So, here's the thing. Corvallis does not have the sufficient tech level for you to fully, reverse engineer this. But you can get a few things out of it, so I'm going to leave it up to you. Please understand that all of these options are going to expend the weapons. And the reason for that is that as you take it apart, you do not have the capacity to put it back together again. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't have the materials or the knowledge on how to make those materials. But I can give you a couple of things. All right? I want you to really listen to me. Because each of these options can have huge effects. First, I can give you access to the chain. Okay? Second, I can give you access to the lever. Third, I can give you access to the fuel. Or fourth, I can give you access to the metal.
It's all you, bud.
Do I get to know what any of these do?
Nope, this is a blinder choice. You're going to have to use your intuition.
Okay.
Think about how much bleed you can inflict with a chain.
But the fuel, though. How time. Like
It's
we
also
went.
understanding how to creatively implement each aspect. Because if that metal's
if
far
I pick-
stronger.
2, can we still have a functioning, working one of the weapons since we had 3? If I don't exhaust all 3?
No. This is all of them. This is you taking them all apart and trying to figure out what they are.
So I get 1 option or 3?
Need to choose one option.
Want to be sure. Okay.
To be clear, so that you don't misunderstand, I'm giving you the knowledge, not access to an item. I'm giving you the knowledge of this. That's what I'm giving you.
So I think there's only one choice, but that's just me.
I mean, I am leaning towards the top 3 if anyone has any input. Because the metal would be... It might be something too alien or something for us to even worry about, and we'd have to harvest a bunch of goo to probably make it, but the other ones would give me, I'm assuming, some level of... Like, hey, we can make this thing, which could be useful. Like, fuel might, allow us to upgrade to, like, train stuff, or I don't know. Lever might just be a basic lever, or it might be, gun stuff. Chain... Hopefully is not just, chain link chains, and hopefully is, chain sword stuff, but... Does anyone have any insight?
I will tell you this, they were all useful to you. They're not going to be... All of them will have an impact. There's not a bad choice here.
Which could be more creatively impacted across what we have.
I think the metal has more applications.
Yeah. Anyone else want to throw in their 2 cents?
Because the metal could be used for anything.
2 can maybe eventually replicate the fuel. Maybe fueling the forge and like having even intense fire to forge something else.
That could actually be really good too.
Yeah. Heck, they might even make the process faster too.
I just want you to have a chainsword, bud.
Chainsword's fucking cool though. But like, would it even work without the fuel and all the other stuff?
See, use pickaxes. Chainsword doesn't.
True.
It's not really my, chain axe maybe. Chainsword,
Just make the chain noises with your mouth when you hit some stuff.
Chain pick. It digs while you dig.
He makes a good point though. I'm currently leaning more towards the fuel because that has a lot more applications because it could upgrade the forge. We could do alchemical stuff with it. Maybe make bombs.
Hell yeah.
Bombs.
Napalm.
We might need to pull a Gandhi and have all the nukes. So if the Brass Baron starts getting uppity,
Oh my god.
Let's pull a Gandhi and shoot him in the fur.
Dude, I love the fact that that's all just from a Stack Overflow error.
Can we just name the first bomb Chunkla just to give his old leather sad sacks a sad relief?
Sorry. None of us know Orcish.
I agree with this.
If there's no objections, I think I'm actually going to go. I'm going to lock in fuel.
Copy.
Hell yeah.
Although lever's not really cool too.
Boom.
So you're choosing fuel?
Yep.
Alrighty, buddy. Now we're going to go over what that means for you. Alright. Unfortunately, you must sacrifice the remaining weapons. They become nothing but scrap metal. But your toil and trials have not gone unfruitful. You have discovered the secret to the fuel inside the canister. How will I explain this? Give me a second.
Oh boy.
I gotta medieval this.
We find out it's powered by souls.
Ooh, I can take souls.
No.
Let's see.
Duke has now taken an interest into smithing.
Hell yeah. Well, not smithing, it just helps them.
Some
smith. I
serious
just put souls into
issues.
them.
No, absolutely fucking not. Do you want Warforged? That's how you get Warforged. I mean, don't get me wrong. Me, player, love Warforged. Me, sad how that is made. Nope.
But think about a golem and then putting the soul into the golem.
You know,
That's
I'm the
feeling.
same happy little psychopath that would happily develop an AI.
I
Use someone's soul. There are consequences.
I want a
to that shit.
How It's Made episode on Warforges.
The first Warforged of Corvanus.
Duke, the leading expert in science. Ooh, does that sound crazy to anyone else? Is it just me?
I just
It makes me
imagine
feel
that
sad and fearful.
they couldn't get Bill or Neil, so they got Took.
All right.
They wanted someone entertaining to explain it.
All right. You have discovered the use of ammonium chemicals
Fuck.
and different admixtures, allowing you to create the coveted blue flame, which is only acquirable in masterwork forges.
My God.
So, let me explain what the blue flame does. A blue flamed forge allows you to not only create advanced alchemical items, but it also allows you to create tempered items. Tempered being a very rare property that's very potent. And also, and this is the important bit, it allows you to forge magic items.
Oh my God.
I need it.
The blue flame.
Well, I have excellent news, Duke. We
Hell yeah.
we were able to repay you for the Ghost Flame. That's
Oh, really?
sick.
Good job, bud.
All right. Now I just tell Vale we need to upgrade our forge to masterwork.
That's coming soon.
Yay!
No, let me see if this works.
He's changing the color.
There we go.
Oh,
You've done it, Holdan.
oh! Look at how pretty this fire is. Look at how quickly it melts this stuff, even the high temperature steels. Oh, so good.
It's so uniform and equal.
Sugoi.
No, not the fucking cherry blossoms picture. No.
Do it.
All right.
Hold on, I'm double checking. There's nothing else I missed. This just gives you access to a lot of shit. Like, it just lets you do a lot of shit. Let's see. Your tier access goes up by 1, so you have tier 5 items.
Oh my God.
Or tier 5 properties, I should say.
Oh my God.
It gives you access to special fluxes, gives you access to the tempered property, and it also can add to the alchemical side of it.
Wait. What is tempered?
So tempered is a property that gives... it essentially allows an armor to ignore hits to lose armor rating. And the other cool thing about it is that when tempered is applied to a weapon, it can actually chew away at more armor more quickly.
Oh my God.
But the big thing about tempered, other than just that basic shit, is that tempered is the requirement to be able to make magical items without a caster. Because tempered armaments allow you to mix in the special fluxes, like the salted fluxes, silver salted fluxes, and stuff like that, that allow you to apply magical properties to an item without using spellcasting.
So we have the most cracked tier 1 forge ever.
Pretty much. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh my
But
God.
what's more important is that Holdan now possesses the ability to make blue flame, which is Honestly, I think
Yeah.
even more valuable than that, because that means he can make more forge. Like it's a very valuable
Oh my
skill.
god.
Nice.
So
I mean, imagine going to a war and one side has and the other side doesn't.
indeed.
Yeah. We're smaller, but we have a lot more.
I want you to
quality.
keep in mind, Holden, that the fact that you know how to make the blue flame means that you need to be careful on who you tell that you can, if you understand what I mean.
Yeah.
You have
Because,
become
you know,
Keeping that close to his chest for a
you
while.
have become a MacGuffin.
What day is it?
We're on day 20.
20?
Should I just restart the plate armor then?
Yeah.
You can, but you'll lose the materials.
The only materials I spent was like basic iron or steel.
Okay.
Yeah.
We need a spy master.
Yeah,
Gonna make some
restart it.
tempered plate armor, my man?
Well,
I'm gonna try.
well, he can, but he needs higher material than that.
Oh,
You can't just
it's
make it out of
unfortunate.
space iron. No.
Now we know.
But steel?
you-
Steel is temperable.
What about the fucking
Do we have steel?
I don't recall you guys having steel stocks.
We have iron and we have trees, so we take the trees to burn them to make charcoal. We steal the iron and the charcoal.
So you can do that,
Carbonize it.
but you have to make the steel first.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the thing. You don't have it, so you can't do that yet.
we actually have never mind. Never mind. I was like, we got 3 stocks of raw steel. Oh, it's infernal steel.
Yeah, well, I mean, you do have that
we
steel.
have steel.
You could always do that. Would you like to make some? Would you like to make some cursed armor? You fucking
Yeah.
degenerate?
No.
Do
Would
it.
you like some delicious heresy?
No.
No, brother.
Scrumptious.
Can you make
heresy.
Alright, so I will delete the blades and spear.
Gladiator meal?
Well, I'm glad we
Oh.
moved those all the way back.
Wouldn't it be unfortunate if suddenly everybody was corrupted? That'd be wild.
I'm already corrupted.
I'd like to make some steel.
All right. Let's see. Steel normally takes a week to make and then to refine. Machine, you could probably do that in you can make a stock in 3 days. Yeah,
1 stock in 3 days.
yeah, that'll work.
That's the fucking time save on this thing is insane.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Very well.
Oh, it's huge. I honestly think it's actually
What tier of thing is tempered? Like slot wise?
Tempered's 5.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, tempered is very strong. So,
would temper override brittle?
tempered, if applied to an item that would normally have brittle, removes brittle. Yes.
Oh,
So
That's actually
so
perfect.
with the blue flame, you could make non-brittle bone armor, non-brittle glass armor, like all kinds of shit.
Non-brittle obsidian picks.
Correct. Correct.
But then they don't explode anymore.
Well, that's okay. I don't think he wants them to explode all the time.
kind of like bulletproof class.
He hasn't.
Every
he
time I've
hasn't
actually
exploded
crit
yet.
with that, no, it's crit once, but there was nothing next to the enemy.
Oh,
Okay.
unfortunate.
Day 21. Okay, refined steel at 1 out of 3. These are at 7. Okay, and this is about the time that Vale arrives. Day 22. I'm going to type out talking shit. All right, Holden, what do you want to research on your next day, or what do you want to do on your next day?
Can I look around to see what kind of masterwork smithing kits and stonecutters kits we have available in Haikyuu, and how much they cost?
He's not going to have anything you don't already have.
Aww.
That's not true.
Don't you have them all?
I only have...
We have.
No, I only have
he-
base kits. I don't have masterwork for...
Oh, all right. Let's see what he's got.
He,
then.
he has
Yeah.
the.
Like how the alchemist kit had the fancy one that can make golems. I just wanted to know if there's any stuff like that.
I know what you're talking about, but I figured you already had masterwork smithing ones. Let me check though.
No.
Oh shit! Fucking, I'm sorry. This is a brain fart on me. He does have a Glayan smithing set.
What'd it do?
Lets you make Glayan weapons.
Oh. How much is it?
Like katanas and shit like that.
But we already learned how to make katanas.
No. It lets you. I'll explain. So, weapons from the East have oaths and codes on them. This allows you to make that here.
Oh.
So I can choose the oath.
Yeah.
Yes?
Well, not necessarily. It's more like you can temper the oath, but yes,
You
basically.
put a soul in it.
You
in some way.
don't get to write it, but you can influence it. So.
Okay.
You make the book.
Make
paper for it.
Vale's next sword not have to be kill someone before it can be put away.
I don't even mind that.
And any fancy stonecutters kits?
No.
Okay. How much is the Galilean smithing kit?
It has no cost. Your vassals.
So free.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I'll just take that and add that to
Let me
the...
put it
He
in.
whistles. He picks up one, looks around, picks up another one.
Hi, I'm the vassal to Lord Ty. Oh, in that case, please take this and tell him that not to to bless my family or whatever. You're a vassal.
All right.
You have to pay for that.
Nice. All right. So Galilean smithing kit. Gelin. All right. Then next thing would be. Do you want a random upgraded javelin, kind of? Ook.
Yes, I would love that.
All right.
Wait. Did somebody say javelin?
Yes,
My
I said,
God.
do you want a random,
I'm gonna
basic, upgraded javelin
I'm
of
gonna
some sort?
fucking die, dude. I'm gonna.
We don't have special materials, but I can make you one that has other stuff on it.
What do you mean? Like, I guess we don't have obsidian stocks right now, right?
We have one
It's-
refine left.
No, that one was used to make Zu'el his hand statue. That
Oh,
was the first thing I did, because it's just a small thing, because it didn't have any mechanical impact.
okay.
Zu'el wanted an obsidian hand of his father. A black
I mean-
hand.
Then that wasn't updated.
If you are gonna make a javelin for two, try to make it last, so that you can have everyone else's done first.
Well, no, the reason I'm doing it on Holdan is to get a better understanding of my rune crafting stuff. So I want to make something simple that I can
He
actually
wants-
engrave the runes on.
He wants to make
Oh,
something
okay.
trash first, so he can
Yeah,
Then yeah,
practice.
go ahead. Yeah.
yeah. So I will make a basic tier 5 javelin and put the accuracy rune and the feast. I will try and etch those into it as I craft it, so they are crafted as part of it. That'll be the next thing I do.
Okay. Wait. You're putting those. Where are you putting those on a javelin?
Yeah, I'm crafting a javelin with them crafted on it.
What tier level?
Tier 5, if that's what we can go up to now.
Well, you can.
Oh, I
but
don't-
You don't have to.
What?
Oh, I was gonna say, how many slots are they? Like one slot each, or
I mean, it takes time and materials and money and stuff like that. And if you want to do tier 5 has a higher item material requirement.
then I'll just do tier 2 to see if they can both fit on that.
Yeah, that's fine. Hold on a second.
Because I don't know if they like take the masterwork slots or if they're like an additive thing.
He's experimenting.
Yeah.
Like a scientist.
Yes, because it is actually a science.
Yeah.
Unlike what you're doing, actually. Funny enough.
I'm just gathering knowledge. Not science is just another word for knowledge, right?
No. Science is a repeatable experiment that you can repeat with fixed variables.
Yeah, I'm on the way.
Practicing on people, it can never be a science.
Well, okay. To be fair, by definition, it's a systematic study of structure and behavior and understanding
Practicing
how things
on
work.
bitches, however?
That is an issue.
For who?
Oh my god!
That was such
Hey,
a
Duke,
bad thing.
how good are you at swimming?
All right, Holden. You're making javelins? All right. Tier 2?
Just one.
One
Yeah, just one
javelin,
tier
tier
2
two.
with those etched in it.
All right, that'll take you 2 days.
Alrighty.
Skip, bop, beating. Okay, we'll let that day go by.
So Kovanis' actual number one scientist is actually Holdan.
Alrighty. Let's go back to Vale. Because now you guys are caught up in the timeline.
Copy that.
The butterflies are back.
Uh-oh.
Golly, I hope you did some thinking while we were distracting the GM.
Yes. I was mostly just trying to relax.
Mm-hmm. Just remember,
Alright.
Took dressed up as Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Vale and Jacum stay up most of the night trying to figure out the document and to make
I stay up all night.
to make the best possible response. As morning pierces the horizon and rises over the weeping lake, there is a smell of eggs, bacon, and bread. Breakfast is being made, and the brass baron is imminent to arrive. All right, send me what you got.
Oh, you want me to type it out?
You don't have to type it out. You can, if you're ready. I basically.
I am ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
I fucking love this song, dude. Alrighty. The doors open. The brass baron and his men enter.
I hope you slept well.
Indeed, I did. Thank you for asking. So, it is morning. May I have your response?
Well, I've gone over and combed through this entire document. There's a few things that I would need to change before I can make an agreement, but I don't see an overarching problem with it for the most part.
Very well. And what would you need changed?
Well, first, I believe it'd be beneficial for both parties to leave the crossroads neutral.
The crossroads would go through the middle of my new lens. How would they maintain neutrality?
Well, we can leave that for the Adventuring Guild to maintain.
And you speak
Elrond's
for them?
an honorable man.
Do you have the capacity to speak for them?
Some agree. I was an adventurer under Elrond.
Very well. I shall make amendments that I believe will be most fair. But shall we move on to what you have actual authority to okay?
Well, here's the problem. I get it, what your position is and what you're hoping to get out of this. But we can't come into this agreement if you're going to do everything in your power to keep us from actually being able to grow at all. Especially if you want to succeed on your grand and outreaching plans. And on top of that, I am of the belief that you severely underestimate the issue that the Broken Brothers brings to the table. Are you aware that they've been preparing themselves? And what I believe is they are looking to start branching and conquering outside of the Broken Brothers?
My scouts have reported unusual movements, but now I know. For certain.
I do not believe that you can accomplish your goals having to fight off the Broken Brothers and the Church.
The Brass Baron remained stoic.
I've personally been into the Broken Brothers and come out, and I will say it is some of the most abominable horrors exist in there. Most men would go mad. I have a proposition. You let Haikyo take care of the Broken Brothers. In return, once we conquer it, we get stake on the land.
The Brass Baron will stroke his chin. He gazes at the map in front of him. Slowly, his fingers move across the area in question.
On top of that, I want to talk about trade agreements, as well as trade agreements between us.
Go on.
We don't need to beat around the bush about what your goals are. I think it's in our best interest to work together. However, I think it's even in your better interest to let us, how do I put this, grow a little.
Why?
We have a lot that you could take advantage of.
Such as?
Providing armaments, as well as we have political alliances with Demon's Deep.
Persuasion check.
No, that's performance.
19 or 18. You will see that the Brass Baron's fingers stop moving across the map and seem to tap against them softly, as if pondering your statement.
You know, we ourselves are not a formidable foe, but with my allies in Demon's Deep, we no longer become an insignificant pawn in this game.
The Brass Baron slowly moves his finger back to the center and then rests it where the crossroads would be. I have heard your suggestions. Therefore, I shall counter with this. If the crossroads and Elrond's new home are to remain neutral, then so be it. However, as they are on my land, I would expect them to pay a tax, as any other lord of the land would expect. I will make it fair, nothing too brutal, and they would have complete autonomy as long as they are not brigands. I will not allow them to cause lawlessness. As long as they maintain this level of professionalism, they may act as they will. If you wish to conquer the Broken Brothers, very well. I shall even provide support at my outposts should you need them. However, if you wish to trade with us, then you shall, and you will trade with me and my men first, before you trade with others. Whatever you find, whatever you make, I get first glance at. My people benefit first. And then you may trade with others. We will even provide escorts for your caravans for as long as they are within my lands. What say you to this?
Can't go that far on the trade agreements. I have other trading partners that I have to keep in mind of.
And keep in mind, you
However,
after us.
However, what if I do this? We loosen up those restrictions a little bit. And in return, Ikea will secure those passes for you, allowing you to focus completely on securing the Broken Brothers.
Big persuasion check. And you can guarantee this. There are 3 passes. You have the manpower for this?
Yes. Again, my alliance with the dwarves. They won't stand by, and we can rally them to help us in this.
To back you up, your regent will nod and stroke his very dwarvish beard.
Yes, that is a dwarf.
Very well. Then I will offer this. You may trade with whom you wish, with the following stipulations. Military and food. You shall trade with us first. Armaments of war, ammunition, and supplies. You will trade with us first. Anything else, as you wish. And if you secure the passes, I would consider that amenable, with the understanding that the passes may be under Haikyo protection, but they are not owned by Haikyo, and I would expect them to be given back once the war is done.
Oh, we're not looking to hold those permanently, and on top of that, I would be careful about that, as the dwarves, they do have history with them.
Yes, well, the dwarves technically have history with many things. I will deal with the Thanes, as I have dealt with them before, but I believe in terms of Haikyo, we have reached an amenable course. Very well. Very well indeed. So to reiterate, your crossroads shall remain neutral, but they will pay a tax.
A reasonable tax.
Of course. And they will act lawfully, not like brigands or wild ruffians.
You must know about Elrond.
I know of Elrond, but not all of those that call themselves adventurers do so with the best intentions in mind. I will expect much from that man. I have no reason to believe that he will not hold up that end, but the expectation is still there. Trade shall be open, as long as military and supply go through us first. Tariffs will be fair and just. And as for the passes, if you hold them, and we will provide outpost support for your attempts to take the Broken Brothers. And perhaps, if you actually take the passes, I may even be able to provide additional forces to assist you in real time. Provided that I have the spare manpower, of course. Is that amenable?
I believe so.
Very well. I shall have my courtiers write up a copy. I shall hand down my permission to sign it. And then once that is signed, you shall sign as well on behalf of your Lord Ty, and we will consider the deal done. I unfortunately can no longer linger. As a decision has been reached, I must immediately marshal my men. You are welcome to watch our cast-off if you wish. The good Duke of Isola has provided us quite the subsidiary fleet to hasten our progress.
Well, if you don't mind, we can sign it right now.
Very well. He will slap the table, and an accord has been made and shall be signed. He shall sign his Davian Laton, and then it will pass to you.
I'll look it over.
Everything is there, as you wished for.
All right. I sign.
All right. As your signature is done, the Brass Baron will nod. Hear, hear. Would that I could stay for a celebratory drink. Duty calls, however. I do hope that I get to see you again, Lady Vale.
No, I'm sure I'll be seeing you quite often. Also, Lord Ty is already on his way to hold the passes.
Capital. I bid you fair travels and good hunting.
Lowercase.
Alrighty, and Vale, as you and Jakam are about to leave and return back to your own headquarters, you will notice that there is a massive force of small ships, large ferries carrying dozens, hundreds of men. Make me a martial check. The estimation was that the Brass Baron commanded 20,000 men and a consortment of mercenaries amongst them. As you witness what is happening in front of you, you begin to doubt that number. The ships that you see are beyond your ability to count. They go off into the horizon, and a mass marshalling and transportation across the Weeping Lake. The Brass Baron begins his march to the north. Oh, shit. Okay. And so... Doodle biz bop boo. I
just wanted something to put Forge on. I didn't ask for all this.
And we're good. All right. Make it back to Isola. And take a ferry back.
I actually want to do something in Isola really quickly.
Oh boy, what do you want to do there?
I kind of want to look around for the men that I sent to recover.
Also, the 2 obsidian stocks you took.
I sold those already.
Okay.
I sold them, don't worry. I sold them. I got, 600 for them?
What are you looking for?
So we had sent men to Isola to recover Paps's daughter.
Ah! That's it.
Yes. And they have not returned.
All right. So you wish to look... Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, as you go to look for Paps's daughter, using the last known location, you will find an abandoned home. You can see that there is dust, mildew, and all other wear and tear signs of an unkept house and an abandoned household. Jacome and yourself investigate further, and you will find that there is no one inside. No presence of any of your men either. Very strange. Make me an investigation check with advantage from Jacome.
All right. 15.
Alrighty. Eventually, you happen upon an unfortunate sight. You go deeper down into the basement of the abode, and you find your men. Unfortunately, they are deceased, and deceased in a most disrespectful way. The men have been flayed open, their dwarvish beards tied in a mocking noose around their necks. You could see the flesh as parted from their bones, and truly, there is a gut-wrenching scene of their organs displayed out on the table. Mad scribblings can be seen, placed all around them. Pieces of blood-stained parchment fill the floor and cover the walls and ceiling. You have scribe training, so go ahead and roll that for me.
All right.
Roll with advantage, Jacome's helping you.
Oh.
As you take a closer look at the mad scribblings, you start to make out that there's a few things that don't quite add up. What you find, oddly enough, are Matherian texts. There are pieces underlined. There are sigils circled. Do you have Arcana trained?
No.
Okay. There are several of the sigils there that appear to be magical in nature, but you can't really make out what they are. And perhaps you can show them to the others that might. So you can add a madman's notebook to your
Madman's notebook.
In addition, do you have medicine trained?
I do.
Okay, go ahead and roll that for me.
Oh. Mother of God.
As you take a closer look at your men, it is with a heavy heart you realize that the cuts and aberrations made on them were done so while they were alive. You can also see that there is a distinct scent of healing waters applied to them. Silver salt lines their veins. Someone healed them while they went to work on them. And then finally, at the end of this macabre scene, you find something. You find a sigil that you do not recognize. Do you have history trained?
I do not.
Okay. Jacome does, so I'll roll for him. My lady, I know that symbol. That symbol's of the old monastery at the southern end of the lake.
What is it of?
I don't know what it's called, but I know it's supposed to represent light and shadow. I met a warrior once who used only his fists, kept talking about it.
Was he a dwarf?
Elf.
Oh. Huh. I don't really think of an elf doing that.
I don't think of an elf doing much of anything, to be honest.
Of course he wouldn't.
If it'd be the same to you, my lady, I'd like to attend to them.
Don't worry. We'll take them back with us.
Alright, with that, Jacome will take the men. We'll wrap them up in what clothing he can find, and tie the corpses so that they do not, look like corpses. And then he will place them on the edge of an open trunk and lift it so that he can more easily carry them. It is with a sorrow and solemn strength that Jacome lifts it up. I've got this, my lady. It's my duty. All right. Finding a strange clue as to where Pap's daughter might be, and the deaths of your men sent to find her. Only more mysteries, it would seem. An additional quest fills your quest log. Ooh!
I'm just trying to get to the main quest here.
Bro,
We're 40 hours in.
I'm just trying to get to the main quest.
Dude, we're gonna get back to the main quest, and the fucking the next brother's gonna be like,
Dude, it means we're gonna be over leveled. What do you mean? You do all the side quests, so when you go back to the main quest, you're already like 10 levels past where you needed to be. Then you steamroll everything.
Oh god. Alright. Storm at sea. You're fine. Okay. And final one. Alright. And then by the time you make it to Haikyo, there's no need to roll. Because you'll just...
Jacome.
Yes, my lady.
Do you enjoy being a regent?
I'll admit it's not my skill set, but I do enjoy the challenges. I hope I'm doing a good enough job.
Well, you're doing fantastic. It just seems to me that you'd be much happier out on the field with the men.
Well, I've always been a believer that if you can't do what the soldiers you lead can do, then you have no right leading them. Maybe you'd be right, my lady. Maybe I would enjoy myself more to be out there, but I'm not. And that's fine. I'm doing what has been asked of me. Besides,
well,
you may not know it, but this is a second chance for me.
I know that. Well, I'll keep that in mind.
He'll nod.
With our trade agreements with our partners in the West, I might be able to find a replacement for your position so you can lead the army.
You'll see that he looks kind of visibly hurt by that. If that's what you wish, my lady, I understand.
You don't want to?
Well, I rather like what I'm doing right now. Make me an insight check, Vale. Jacome doesn't disagree with you that he might be happier on the front lines. But there's a reason he wants to be regent. One that seems to be reminiscent of redemption rather than want. An obligation, if you will.
What's your reason for being a regent?
Well, as you know, I'm an exile.
I'm very well aware of that.
Yes, well. I was exiled. Not because of what I've done. At least not by itself. I believe it was a political move to remove me from my position, to exile me. You see, my lady, I was to be a deputy thane. I was on the short list, as they say.
Ah.
And I believe that one of my rivals, or a rival of a rival, saw to it that my punishment was more severe. I maintain that I am innocent of criminality, but I am guilty of the deaths that are on my hands. I hope to remain your regent, that I might redeem myself, to prove that I was worthy of the position that I was chosen.
Let me say this. I know a lot of people see certain positions as being above one another. I am not of that opinion.
He would give a gruff, dwarvish nod.
Especially with war on the horizon. I mean, what good is sitting behind a table and talking things out? When push comes to shove, it's going to be the people who run the military, lead the men. That's where the real position of power is.
He'll nod.
What I've seen from you, you have a good head on your things about when it comes to the military. You know, we're somewhat alike when it comes to the frou-frou and the formalities. You stick out almost as bad as I do.
I try my best, my lady, but if I'm honest, I'm not much more for the diplomacy side of it. I'd rather just fight for it. It seems so much easier.
Oh, I know, right?
But I will try my best to learn other ways, to become more even-handed. I know that is what a good leader would do. Peace.
Very true.
Peace, after all, is the objective.
Well, I don't know if that's true.
My lady?
I mean, just look around us. Everyone's gearing themselves up with swords. If everyone is armed and ready to attack, there is no peace. We're just waiting for the powder keg to go off.
Perhaps you're right. But through war we get to peace. There is no other way.
I hope there is.
If there is, I support you, my lady. But if not, then you have my axes instead.
I mean, just look. I know if I had sent you with these men, I know you would have come back.
He doesn't say anything. Instead, you see shame on his face. And his brow darkens. He doesn't respond.
Oh, come on, out with it.
I have nothing to say except that I agree. I probably would have come back. We'll find who did this, my lady, and we'll bring them to justice.
Yeah, well. Make me a list of their loved ones.
I will. I think Batanen had a sister somewhere. I'll make a list. And then you arrive. Wow, that was good roleplay. Woohoo! Alright, let's see what else we got here. Let's get everyone caught up on that. Sorry.
Fucking quarter curses.
Mom, look what I can do! Psh, Blue Forge.
She's not that.
Krakatoa. Oh my god.
I'm a kablamo!
Quarter curses. It's like a quarter curses is like a restaurant you go to where the sides and the appetizers are better than the main courses.
I come here for the fries.
I come here for the mozzarella sticks, let's be honest.
Alright, day 25. You finished your armor, Boldrum. Holdan, you finished your javelin. What are you doing?
But I was making steel.
Oh, sorry, steel. You finished your stock of steel. Excuse me.
Yes.
Alright.
So, how do I make tempered plate?
Very carefully.
All right. Does that take all 5 slots to make it tempered?
It sure does.
Yep.
All right. How long does it take?
It'll take you 6 days.
Do it.
Okay.
That's hot.
Oh, that's hot.
That'd take you like a month? Holy.
Yeah.
Yeah, tempering metal is an extra process.
I know that. Now I'm just
You gotta
saying.
heat
like,
it, you gotta quench
man,
it.
I told you, dude. That fucking machinery shit is so
Yeah,
strong.
holy shit,
It's
dude.
really strong.
Oh my god.
And it's for you.
All right, Holden, what are you
No,
doing?
it's for Holden and you. but-
Well, first, I'm gonna go have a little meeting with El Tuk.
Oh,
Knock on the door
What
to
is
the
he-
study.
No, God.
Don't say it like that. It makes it seem like he's become like a crime boss.
Oh,
No.
yes.
Yes.
El Tuk.
Hey,
What?
Tuk, you in there?
Hold on.
Did you forget you're a crime boss?
Hold on.
Huh?
Let me scene
Crime
change.
boss. Oh yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Tuk,
Huh? What?
open up.
What's up?
Here, I made something for you.
¿Qué pasa?
Oh.
Tosses you a javelin that has some etchings in it.
Oh.
I said,
What does this do?
I don't give it a shot. It should be should be a bit more accurate, so to speak, when you start doing your throwing thing.
Ah. That seems pretty
give
cool.
it a
Thank
toss.
you. Oh yeah.
If you ever find yourself in a pinch and someone's getting too close to you that I can't flip out from under you, if you give them a good poke, you should be able to. It should reinvigorate you when you stab them with it. But you have to be holding it when you do it, so it's only for if they get too close to you.
Oh, that's perfect. Okay.
So I will throw the things in chat. Basically, the javelin has both of these properties etched onto it.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
That's actually pretty good with his hunter's instinct.
Yeah.
Damn.
You can either use it for a more accurate toss, or if someone closes the gap and you're missing health, then you have a quick way of getting some health back, especially if they're hunter's instinct, because that's damage.
Yeah. Nice. Thank you. Gotta test these out.
No problem. Just trying to put me crafts to better use.
Ah.
I'm starting to craft.
Before departing, I sent Ty's bird off.
Okay.
I was gonna say that, but
Do you remember its name?
oh, I can't remember anything.
Chartreuse.
Oh yeah, that's right, Chartreuse.
That bird can I jutsu red.
Hello, this is my bird, dumb bitch.
Hey, what's going on down here?
Do I give him a little message?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. I give him a summary of what happened, and it is written in
Yeah.
Galilean. Yes.
Rock solid. Smoke.
Aye. So did you find out if the sneaky lad likes to dig?
I don't know if we've covered that just yet. But, okay, hold on. Patience, use your words. Do you like to dig?
No eat.
Yes.
No, turn away.
Oh, that's a step in the right direction. Alright, we'll work on that.
He's
At
like
least he doesn't think I'm a snack. He'll pet its side because he can't reach any of its heads.
So, no on the digging? Mini Ma?
Many
Would you like to dig?
Many will start digging. And it will, it will sit in its hole with its heads popping out cutely.
Oh, I can definitely work with that in the future. Keep on at it, lad.
Z.
Well, I don't actually, you know what, while I'm here, I want to figure something out about it. Let me ask you a question, many more. Are all of you one of you, or are all of you many of you?
Yes.
So does that mean you're all the same?
Yes. They slowly
Okay, I want to test this out.
They slowly descend into their hole.
Yes. Alright, I want to... Hold on, come here. Come here, this one. You. Left one. I want to talk to you real quick. I want to whisper something to you.
Oh,
and then
okay!
I want you
How can I help you?
And then I'm gonna whisper something to you, and then I want that one over there to say what I whisper. I'm gonna whisper into his ear. I'm gonna whisper this.
All right. You speak something. We are deaf.
Yes.
It's not true. How are you deaf?
All right.
All right. I whisper that to the one on the left to see if the one on the right can.
All right. The one all the way to the right says, "This one wishes to mate with you."
Excuse me?
The short one wants to mate with you. That's what he
they're only
whispered
kind
in.
of the
That's
same.
what he whispered in my ear.
Alright, so they're kind of the same person, but that's not what I
He's
said.
totally into you. I wonder if anyone will ever be into me. Do it. Kiss him.
Oh my god. Are you actually making them all the personalities of the group?
I absolutely adore this.
You should kiss him with your mouth.
No.
Don't do an impression of me, you motherfucker.
I'm happy and sad at the same time.
I fucking kill you.
Each head is just a different one of the party members, only hyper-exaggerated.
Yes, that makes sense.
Well,
I love being in the fucking hole!
Alright, I like that one.
Yes, you like that one.
Alright, I can work with this. But anyways, I told your snaky child that you're a good-looking lass. It might have misinterpreted that.
Kiss him.
Breed time.
Breed with him. I wonder if my class is good.
Your class is good.
Should I come back later?
Oh my god,
Probably,
you
but
roasting?
considering how afraid you are of water, that
Oh,
is
hello.
not advised.
It is good to see you. I am a dwarf.
Don't eat me.
Okay. No eat. Click, click. Locked in.
Wait,
Training
so is
complete.
that one both Rhea and Boldrum? Because it had a little bit of Rhea before he left, and now it's
Don't worry about it.
Half the beard's yellow or orange, the other half's black.
Well, I thought the scales would colorate.
I don't
like,
think I do
like a
enough
koi
damage.
Oh my god. Oh my god, he's just roasting everyone.
I can't be roasted.
It
Oh,
is
that's
easy.
perfectly
I am the leader. You can tell because I have the voice.
Oh my god. Oh.
Wait,
I
there's
fucking
a
love
show.
this hole!
Yeah, that sounds about right out of him, actually.
I wish I sounded
Huck.
right.
Oh,
Do
sweet
it.
Jesus.
Kiss
You
him.
know.
The Black Hand commands it.
What
Yeah,
does the mine
you know
and
what?
coffee
Yeah.
have together?
Wait, what are we talking about?
Yeah, what are we talking about?
I was just here to present you your armor, lass, and I'll let you get to it.
Thank you.
Boldrum's not phased by the giant six-headed snake.
He is. He's just internalizing it, and then we'll express it later.
I'm compartmentalizing my insanity at this moment.
I'm filing a report with Ty now.
I'm filing an HR report immediately.
Lord Ty, you know they have a monster on the premise.
You take care. Nice to meet you.
One of the heads pops up with a little, black pile of cloth on it. Indeed. Lord Ty will know of me, for I am him.
Oh.
That's a pretty good impression!
Oh my god.
But you could do it in the hole instead! And they go in the hole.
There
And
could
it
be
would
only
echo!
one.
I thought you guys wanted tea and snacks right now.
Oh no. Oh no, what happened?
Or I'm in the
You
hole!
you cannot do it. We are in the hole, mother. You cannot find us.
You had 6 days, mother.
You had 6 days, mother. Now we're in the hole.
If you're going to be digging in the hole, could you dig into the actual bigger hole? More things to explore.
You had 6 heads, mother.
Mother, I crave violence and blood because, I'm a warlock. I'm an orc.
Oh, Cape, when
I
do you
could
get
agree
back?
with this.
Becomes an angsty teenage.
Would you like to fight a sheep, perhaps?
Meanwhile, back at the front gate.
Yay. Oh man.
Alrighty. Vale and Jacome have returned.
Why are you making that noise?
I'm concerned.
It is sorrowful.
Alright, Jacome will start fucking burying people.
I will help him.
Okay.
I would like to help.
We got to get a cemetery.
I want some masterwork shovels to help you all
Maybe we
dig.
can bury them over here with the pooping stalls.
No, not with the brown handprint.
Ugh.
No, it could go over here.
Yeah, we gotta find a cemetery. Anyway.
On the other side of the house. Right here. It can go where these trees are.
Oh yeah, so all the dwarves can sleep next to their dead brothers right outside of the window.
Ah, perfect. This'll work.
Oh, good.
Oh, they're under the trees where I can't see them. Good.
Yeah, I actually put tombstones there. You just can't see them.
Okay, that's where you guys go. Alrighty.
I still can't get over the fact that I ordered them to their deaths.
So just die, my lady. You did fine.
You know, I didn't understand the magnitude of my position when I had asked for land.
Kalma looked kind of sad and just not really have a response.
I fear that it will only get harder from here on out.
It probably will. Especially when the wars start.
Well, I hope Lord Ty is pleased with the negotiations.
I thought you did fine. That man had a lot of cards in his hands, and we did the best with what we had.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well,
I should make that list for you.
please do.
Salute.
A strange blue glow is coming from the forge as Vale walks by.
Oh God, they're raving again.
That's the rhythm we're beating the metal to with the hammers. Doom, 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 doom.
I open the door. I close the door.
Ooga chugga, ooga, ooga, ooga.
Did you guys ever watch Freeman's Mind?
Yeah.
Yes.
That old series where he's fucking going by the fucking programmers and are fucking playing like Russian bass music. What the hell's going on in here?
What do you mean, lass? The same thing that's always going on in here.
Oh, welcome back, Lady Vale.
Ugh. Guys, at least open the window. You're going to kill yourselves.
That's what the smokestack's for. It gets everything out.
That's
Hey.
not true.
Also,
Also, like my new armor, he shows you his armor that's like sitting over here on the rack. Oh, look at it.
What
Look how finely crafted this specimen
what
is.
the hell is this?
Oh, look at it. So hefty and durable.
oh my God, stop.
Look at these protective spikes.
Oh my
Oh. Wow.
Oh, I'll have no problem taking on three, maybe 4, maybe even 5 church folk at the same time.
Wow, you could take so many men on all at once.
Aye.
Oh, these are so long and hard.
Hey,
They have,
it's the process of tempering.
to be sturdy.
Discovered it through the blue flame that Holdan found.
How did you How did you find another one? Did you guys
Another
fight
what?
stuff while I was gone?
No.
Oh,
Oh, then how do
I
we
made the
have
fire hotter. I made the fire hotter.
how did you... Huh?
Yes.
Explain.
Well, you see, fire only gets to a certain temperature, so it takes a long time to melt and make the steel malleable, especially with things that have a higher durability to temperatures. I got tired of that, so I made the fire stronger and it turned blue. Now, we can burn all the things,
Okay.
even if they're usually resilient to high temperatures, even quicker.
Okay. I hear you. But how did you do that?
Well, you see, and he'll point to the table where the Rexus weapons are all
No.
into
The
pieces.
weapons.
I was looking through those and trying to figure out how they worked. They had so much strange mumbo-jumbo in them, but something I did find was some powerful heat-generating sources that allowed them to do whatever it is they did. So I kind of just took that out of them, and then I did this.
I see. Well, it's a little cramped in here. Once we have the funds, I will see to getting you guys a bigger place. I have excellent news.
Okay?
Which is?
We're going to have a lot of requests for our armaments.
Oh, good. I was gonna say, with this giant egg we found, we can pump stuff out real quick.
Well,
Also,
we
I
have-
learned how to use my runes. I made a nice javelin for Took.
Interesting.
And now we have to get our last few days done before you actually end up arriving, so we can make more stuff.
I have bad news. I've arrived.
Oh. And then he flashbacks and tells you about all the things he did with those extra days before you arrived.
It's like I've come home to a toddler who's excited to tell me all about kindergarten.
True.
Think of all the things we could make with this.
I sit down on the anvil.
Look at how
Well-
hard his armor is now.
I'm just gonna go back to work.
Imagine if you had armor that hard.
I ponder for a second before realizing I have more important things to talk about, sadly.
I mean, you haven't stopped him, so he's gonna keep talking about random
Oh
shit.
my god, alright, it's fucking... Okay.
Hold on, listen. I finished negotiations and signed a treaty with the Brass Baron.
Okay.
You did?
Yes.
Shouldn't you be telling everyone that?
Well, I mean, honestly, I had to come in here after seeing the blue light.
Fair enough.
It's pretty,
I mean,
isn't it?
I mean, let me guess. Let me see. The dynamic duo of Took and the green one are off in their studies, and they have been seen for days. Coffee.
I don't know. I've been in here.
Coffee's. Yeah, true. Coffee's probably, let me guess, doting on Minimaw and cooking, and you guys have been here the whole time.
For the most part.
Yes. I can confirm 2/5 of those things you've analyzed.
Well, that being said, yeah.
Look, the fort's not on fire, so I say I did a pretty good job.
I think that for a while, any of our exported weapons shouldn't be of high quality.
What do you mean?
I don't think that they should know just how capable we are yet when it comes to weapons.
The dwarves?
The Brass Baron.
Oh, I was going to say, the dwarves could probably... I don't know, I might have a leg up on the dwarves on this one for a while.
I don't know about that.
Raise his eyebrow.
Look,
Some of them
saying,
probably.
Look at this. Look at all this. I don't understand it, but it's working pretty damn well here, Boldrum.
I think you have.
I don't
a leg
have
up
fancy
on...
eggs and blue flames and the demon's deep, do you?
There's something else, but it is quite impressive.
Okay, y'all have the lava stuff, I think, because y'all have those cool mountain forges.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll get one of those one day, buddy. And that being said, I think we should be producing weapons that are above average.
You want to make some weapons with this, and then he pulls out the demon steel?
No.
Oh?
Not specifically. We need to pack that away somewhere safe.
I mean, it's just been sitting over there in that corner.
Is the steel, is it like safe? Is it like stable?
I mean, it hasn't blown up in that corner over there.
It's constantly emitting corruption, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, I got that feeling too. I think I'm more attuned to this magical mumbo jumbo since I started making runes.
You guys think that metal's safe? Evil demonic words. Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, I'm sure that's fine.
Well, I think we should. I think we should. I wouldn't say that, but I think we should.
You want to shove it in on mine? I can do that.
I think we should.
No one would find it.
We should build a safe or something like that, and line it with the silver salt.
You have silver salt?
We could get our hands on some.
I mean, if you can find it. Isn't that stuff like heavily regulated by the church? I'm pretty sure that's not something you just go down to the mall and find, or go down to the bazaar and find.
Actually, you can.
Recall the last episode of Boldrum is going out and buying silver salt.
You can just buy that stuff for the potions.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, as long as you're not buying too much of it.
Wow. All this time growing up and down there where they were saying the silver salt and the sage stones are all bad contraband and shouldn't be out. People are just selling it on the streets, apparently.
Hiki's a pretty open-minded place.
All right. Do you tell everyone else, Vale, what happened?
Yes.
Okay. I only mentioned because we're, at time.
Let me get to it then. There's also another thing I want to talk about.
Okay.
Those men we sent to Isola to retrieve Paps' daughter.
Aye. It's been a while since we've heard word from them or anything. Wonder what's taking so long.
Well, we found them.
Oh?
In his daughter's basement. They were all gruesomely murdered, tortured.
Wait. Paps' daughter killed all our men?
I don't know. But
Wait, you don't know.
I don't know. I don't know his daughter very well. I don't know what she's capable of. I don't think that it was her, but I could be wrong.
Huh. What do we do about this then? Are you gonna tell Paps that his daughter may or may not have killed a bunch of men, or...
Well, here's the other problem. The party we sent off for Paps hasn't returned either.
Yeah, but that's a bit farther than Isola. Isola's like, just a couple days that way, a couple days this way. Paps is like way down there.
They should have been back by now, right?
I don't know. Shouldn't our caravan have been back by now too?
Arcadum.
Any day now.
Okay. Well, I need to go talk to the science boys.
What's a science?
The mystical arts of knowledge and studying on mumbo
magic.
jumbo. Well, there's that, but you have the science of alchemy. You know, the potions.
Sure.
All that.
Sure, that's just more magic and mashing stuff up into it.
Well, I mean, how is that different than what you're doing?
Not. They mash stuff up and put it into liquids with magic. I carve stuff into stuff with magic.
Yes, but it's a liquid first.
What's a liquid?
The metal.
No, metal is a solid. That by putting in my glorious forge,
Oh, God.
I can make more malleable and get into a near liquid state, or with enough powerful heat, can fully make it into a liquid. Then, once it hardens, I can pound it into whatever shape I need, so that I can float.
Yes, brother. Yes, brother. I know.
Wait, she's gone. How could she leave with such
Yes,
a
brother.
She left an hour ago.
glorious description? How would she learn?
Tell her next time, brother.
Ah, so good. All right, here we go.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Oh yeah, come in. What's up?
Oh my god. Jeez, you're no. I open the doors up and you guys have to let some of the air out. It's, oh god, it smells so bad in here.
What do you mean?
You're no better than the fucking Smithin boys. You guys have to come out for sunlight at some point.
Yeah, but this is interesting stuff, though.
You're
literally
literally the same people. I swear to
I'm on the cusp of discovery.
Here, I throw the journal down.
Oh, what is this? Takes the journal up.
All right, what you see in the journal are some mad scribblings of a fellow scientist. This one, however, is also studying blood magic, but in a different way. Rather, it is looking to place light within blood, as if to create sorcerers.
Oh my god. No.
Interesting. Wait, can I take this information to my research as well?
I don't know. What do you fucking think? Why don't you spend some time on it?
Hell yeah.
Listen,
Classic.
I found this at the place that Paps's daughter was supposed to be, Juniper.
Huh.
The men we sent, I sent, are all, well, they're all dead. They were maliciously and viciously tortured and experimented on.
Did you say experimenting?
I'll
How
tell
do
you
you
this
mean?
right now. I know because I examined the bodies. I know because while after being tortured and subjugated to all horrifying manner of things, they were consistently healed so they could do more.
Well, that does make sense, considering they need to see how everything functions in real time.
Are you trying to justify what they did?
Huh? What do you mean justify?
You're justifying what they did.
Well, I'm just saying it's pretty clever that they thought of that. I mean, it just progresses research so much faster. And yeah, it's bad and horrible and stuff.
I'm sorry.
Duke, let me ask you this. Do you have anyone you care about?
Of course. My tribe, of course.
Yes. What would you do if instead of the dwarves that I sent, I came across your tribe and someone had done that to them?
Well, I mean, if that's in the demon waves, then of course it's a big problem. We need all the men we can have, all the women, men, everyone who can fight. to go up against the demons.
No. What if it was this sciences?
I mean, if they
What if
consent
they
to
were
it,
experimented
that's-
on for someone's sick pleasure?
Ah, I see.
Do you?
Well, that's horrible.
Do you actually believe that?
Believe what?
That it's actually horrible?
Well, of course. That's one less able person to go up against the demons. Like, what?
Do you have any morality?
How do you mean?
Do you even have feelings?
Well, of course I have feelings.
Man, I really fucking wish Cape was here for this.
All right, I think that's a good as time as any to call it. With that lingering morality clause on top of everything. Oh, sweet lord. All right, good sesh, guys. Holy fuck. Of course I have feelings. That's so good. I love
I
that.
get hungry.
I experience things.
Things.
I'm just like you, fellow humans. Alrighty, let's look at some fan art. First up we have is your thumbnail for Court of Curses. Iron
God.
Flower.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
That's Season 2 Elrond. Very cool. Next up we have is Holdan with his new flame. Very good.
Yes.
This is the one thing, dude. They are literally turning into this.
This is the way. This is many more.
Wait a minute. Are the Hikari Knights Mandalorians?
This is the way.
Are they literally? Because, like, it's all about the armor, right?
Holdan trying to educate Vale.
Oh, gosh.
She just left me there. Took and Zu'el.
Yes.
I have feelings just like you.
Oh, my God.
And this is coffee. Amazing. That was a very good session, guys. Good game, everybody.
Yeah.
I got to get going though. Thanks so much for playing. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all the subs, all the follows, all that
Extension?
good stuff. I swear to you, it's bye everybody.
Bye.